I live my life a quarter mile at a time.
We ready to roll?
Broadcasting live from the internet, it's Tuesday night, and this is the Panels on Pages podcast.
Big boys playing with big toys.
This is quality content.
The boomers are into it.
Hey man, I just show up.
With your host, Lee Rodriguez.
I am a visionary. Like, oh, you have a podcast? I'm like, no, that's not me. That's somebody else.
Jason Nyes.
Yeah, sure. I'm not getting any vegetables in my diet. I'm just a thick boy.
Jose Guzman.
Is Jose on the show tonight?
He says he's coming.
It's like Elton John all over again, just minus the death threats.
Kelly Harris.
Reach your hand in your pants there, big boy. That's not me. I don't sound like that anymore.
And our good buddy Mahoney.
Hey, Mahoney's here. What's up, Mahoney?
We can do just glorious, wonderful things on our phones, people.
No one's ever done anything like this before.
It's gonna be massive.
It's going to be great. I mean, obviously, I think it'll be great.
And it's all killer, no filler.
My seat's on fire! You take so hot!
Come on. It's so good. It's pretty good. It's there. It's reliable. You know what you're getting every single time.
Man, I'm so glad you found us.
You're all terrible people, and I'm glad you're my friend.
Put that in the intro.
That's really funny.
Over 500 episodes, and you'd think they'd have the hang of it by now.
It seems like the concept that would run its course very quickly. What is going on, everybody? Today is Tuesday, June 29th, 2021, and this is episode number 563 of the Panels on Pages podcast. I am your host, the Lord Reverend Lee Rodriguez, and joining me tonight, we have Mr. Jason Nyes.
A big bag of Taco Bell.
Jose Guzman.
Just waiting for my turn to shit in the cup.
It's
All right.
Let's go.
Kelly's here.
It's your turn.
It's that time of year when we all sit and think about the 45 minutes of Paul Stanley stage banter.
And our good buddy Mahoney is here. What's up, Mahoney?
Jose, who has the cup?
Yeah, that one really caught me off guard.
You got one of them Cologuard cups?
It's like a red Solo cup.
Yeah, you poop it in the cup, send it to your doctor so they can dig through it and look for treasures?
Yeah, it looked like an upside-down plastic sombrero that you put over the toilet.
What?
No, I know what you're talking about.
Why are you pooping
Why
in
wouldn't
a
you
hey.
just poop in an upside down umbrella? Or
You poop in an upside down
Solo cup.
umbrella, and the next time it rains, you're just real sad about it.
So YouTube's yanked us.
The first 2 minutes of this show sounds like we're all collectively having a stroke.
Yeah, probably more often than not.
Tell us about a time you shit in an umbrella.
Hey, happy birthday, Nyes.
Oh, thank
Yeah.
you.
What's up, buddy?
God,
Have a day.
I'm on my third can of PBR hard coffee.
Oh,
Ooh,
shit.
That
Those are pretty
sounds
good.
So he'll be
like a
shitting in
straight
a
up
cup.
delicacy.
It
Yeah, no shit, right?
it tastes like alcoholic yoo-hoo.
Ooh, all right.
Yeah,
Did you wrestle anyone in the
Yeah.
hallway for it?
I would.
Because it definitely, like, you hear the word PBR and it throws you off. But
Right.
there's nothing PBR about it.
Right.
It
It's
doesn't
just
taste like a PBR dipped in coffee.
They should put that on the box. Nothing PBR about it.
no, pretty much like a 4-pack of these, and they're like Red Bull can size, is as much as a fucking 36-pack of PBR cans of beer.
Jesus.
Just on the package it says, doesn't taste like shit.
I mean, PBR has its place. I've
You know,
built
that's sure does.
That's Milwaukee.
I've built a few wizard staffs with PBR.
Yeah. Fucking lovely.
I thought you meant like of the magazine. Like, let's see, we need a copywriter, we need an editor.
Someone needs to write magic words.
This is my fantasy wizard staff draft.
Who keeps muting me?
I'm not muting
What?
you.
No, what's
And
going
nobody, bro.
Probably those people out on the street.
Probably.
Probably the people telling you to elaborate more on why you need to shit in a cup.
I don't
They're
need
like, hey,
to shit
you're
in
not
the cup.
allowed to say anything until you explain why you're shitting in a cup.
Yeah. What is this?
I don't need to shit in it. I'm just waiting my turn.
What's your turn?
Oh,
Like,
okay.
Well, you know, when it
Like,
comes
Like, is it
around to
coming
me.
up? Like, is it soon? I mean,
Nah, I'm waiting on an email.
okay.
So
All
it's
right.
like to send it to the doctor.
No,
well,
Kelly, I feel like you're
we're
not
all-
getting this.
So confused.
well, we hope your cup shitting goes well.
Is this your OnlyFans, Jose?
Uh,
Like
Yeah,
a guy's gonna pay you $30 to shit in a cup and mail it to him?
well, my OnlyFans is you guys send me cups and I shit in your cup.
I'm not sending you any cups.
Yeah.
You're a grown man. You can buy your own cups.
Yeah, but that's not the
next
kink.
up,
The kink is you watch me shit in your cup and you're like, oh man, that's cool.
Yeah, next,
Yep,
next up,
that's
Jose's,
exactly what you say when you watch it. You're like, oh
Jose's-
man, that's a cool
Jose's gonna
poop."
get into he's gonna get into financial domination next.
Yeah.
Also, like, I want to support you, but you can't force me to sign up for your shitting in a cup OnlyFans.
I'm not forcing you.
Oh man,
Yeah, no,
so
the
you guys,
content speaks for itself.
you guys aren't gonna believe what I did this weekend. So there's this guy. I sent him a cup, and then he sent me a nice MP4, and I watched him take a real rad dump in it.
There you go. That was clean audio. There's the commercial. Let's send it
It only
out.
cost me $30. It was amazing. Oh my god.
I
You know
learned
what I did do this
Oh.
weekend?
What?
What's
Kelly?
that, Kelly?
I went to my friend's house, and I gave him a 1991 McDonald's Happy Meal bag.
fun.
And inside
Oh.
that bag
Was a shit.
was gay porn.
Okay. Why was it in a 1991 McDonald's Happy Meal bag?
Because I got it from Dino Dracula.
Nice.
Oh my god.
And I was like,
What's the
buddy,
Dino Dracula?
I know exactly what goes in here. It's this gay porn I've been saving to give to my friend.
You're a good friend, Kelly.
It was. Did I tell you guys about Dick Fight Island?
Yes,
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
Oh,
And
yeah.
How massively disappointed I was by it.
No, that I didn't hear.
just when it was coming out, we were
Okay, so I didn't tell you guys about reading it then.
No, I know you were very excited about it.
Yeah, no, the fights were lame.
Oh,
They put all this gay shit in my gay porn manga, and I wasn't appreciative of it.
oh, that's a damn shame. Sorry to
There
hear
was
that, Kelly.
so much of just dudes putting their fingers in each other's butts to make them come instead of hitting them with their dicks so hard it makes them come. Like, I just want them to fight, and there's
think
just a lot of rubbing.
I think you're right. You know what? As absurd as that is to say, I think you're right because that at that point is no longer a dick fight.
Yeah, I was promised dick fights, and that is not what I got.
No, they're
All
just banging
fair,
at that
yeah.
point. That's not the
In
same
love and
thing.
dick
Yeah.
fight.
Yeah.
And your butt plugs.
Yeah,
Definitely not the same.
No, that is not what you signed up for, Kelly, and I appreciate it. You should
Yeah.
write a strongly worded letter to the editor.
yeah,
Said I was looking for a little more sword fighting and a little less gopher hunting.
yeah. A couple weeks ago, a well-to-do looking woman who looks like she actually has a job and a nice life came up to the counter at work,
Okay.
plopped down a big old stack of Boy Love manga.
Right
And
on.
in there was Dick Fight Island, and I really had to stop myself from saying, "Oh, I've read this one."
Not enough sword fighting on to me. But.
Yeah, you think there've been more dick fights?
Yeah, because when I'm ringing people up, if I saw something, I'll mention. I was like, "Oh, I've read
Yeah.
this one."
Yeah.
Wasn't really a good time to do it for that.
That is what you call a meet cute, everyone.
Yeah. Yeah, there you go. Yeah. Yeah, your future wife just walked out the door.
Yeah,
Well-to-do,
Let it
you
happen.
said. Well-to-do.
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
So, like, well-to-do, but your type?
sure, yeah,
All right.
yeah. No, she looked like an adult that has her shit together.
Okay.
Yeah, see what you gotta do is you gotta go
everyone's
ahead and
type.
Those
Yeah.
are the papers, Kelly.
you gotta pre-order her a copy of Dick Fight Island Volume 2 when it comes out and be like, hey, I got this,
Yes,
I got this for
like
you.
this also. Also, maybe the next time she pre-orders something, slip a little note in there with the
Yeah.
information about our podcast.
There we go.
Picture of your dick, maybe.
Yeah.
No,
No, none of that.
We're well past that, Mahoney.
Yeah, This isn't 2010 anymore.
Listen, I haven't dated in a very long time.
He's like, I forgot the rules of courtship. I don't know how it works.
2010 was a time, and it had its own slogan, and it had Mr. Nice's face on it.
Yeah, 2010 was my last dick pic. That was the end of that era. Yeah.
I mean,
Into the
your
attitude.
poor
era.
wife.
She's fine.
Yeah, I think we can agree. Like, I mean, my wife don't want to see that for sure. Like, if I were to send my wife a dick pic, they'd be like, "What the fuck are you doing?"
Yeah.
Like, why are you doing this? I maintain that no woman ever wants to see a dick pic.
No. Well, because it's not like it's ever going to be a good picture.
No, you know who wants dick pics? Gay dudes.
And even then, I don't think that. Like, you get that picture.
No, there's something. They want it.
Yeah, they definitely want. Yeah,
There's some.
Yes.
I just feel like no matter what you're getting, it's just gonna look like something you had bought at a gas station.
Yeah.
What, like the picture or the dick?
The dick. It's gonna just look like some kind of meat snack.
Hey, check out my PBR hard coffee.
All right. Well, there's no good way to segue out of this. Talking about dick fights and gas station meat snacks. Hey, our good buddy Goat had a baby over the weekend. So
Yes.
congratulations.
That's so cool.
He's in
Goat
the
and
gas
Mrs.
station meat fight.
Gas station meat fight island.
Yeah, that's like the
Yeah,
sequel.
yeah. But no, very excited for that.
Wait, why did we go from dick talks to congrats on the baby? I don't like
Because we
that.
wild, Kelly.
This was a bad
It was-
transition, Lee.
It was on the top of my look. Okay, Kelly, what would you have rather me transition to out of this ridiculous conversation?
Think about it this way.
It makes sense. How are babies made? Where do they come from?
There you go.
It's a dick accomplishment.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No.
I mean,
Yeah,
speaking
what-
of dicks and things that come out of them,
Yeah.
go ahead.
What
and
is a
bang.
baby if not a trophy for
All
your
right.
dick?
All
Right.
I have a transition, Lee. I have a new topic.
Oh,
So
okay.
I knew this was
earlier today, it was today or yesterday. Time is a blur. I got a Instagram message from our good friend Mahoney. Lee,
Okay.
did you know that Wendy Williams has been seen stepping out with Ray J?
Oh, I was going to send you a picture. I forgot to send that to you.
That was a real
I sent
interesting
that to
post.
Lee, and Lee was like, "Why?" And I was like, "You need to know about this for when Kelly wants to talk about it."
Yeah. 100%
Yeah,
that
Lee.
happened.
What are your thoughts?
I mean, apparently it's a party every afternoon as well, not just in the morning.
Yeah, that's true.
Can I
You
not
think
open
Wendy
my?
is trying to get some Raycons out of him?
Wendy in the morning.
I feel like
What is
Wendy
a
got
Ray-
Raycons.
What is
Yeah.
a Raycon? Is that Ray
Raycon
J's?
is his bootleg. No, his bootleg AirPods that
Yeah,
are
yeah,
actually
AirPods.
supposedly really good.
Yeah, like
Okay,
every
okay.
podcast promotes Raycons.
Yeah, Raycon, give me money. I'll promote the shit out of your AirPods. I would love that.
Let me promote your product, Moesha's brother.
I did not know that was his. I did not know that was his thing. And
Yeah.
I saw that today, and I'm like, oh my god, this is the first time I've thought about Ray J since he fucked Kim Kardashian on the internet. Like it's never come up again since then.
That's what's interesting about the post. It's a picture of Ray J and Wendy Williams of, Wendy Williams fame.
Yeah.
And it goes through all of Ray J's accomplishments. Oh man.
Did they leave one out?
She looks rough. Okay, here it is. Ray J is Brandy's brother. Dated Whitney Houston, Little Kim, and Pamela Anderson. Made Kim Kardashian. Made
I did
Kim.
not know about any of them.
Yeah, I didn't know about those either. Made Kim Kardashian famous, which we all know of. Is a member of the Bloods.
That one I did not know.
Made
What?
Made One Wish and Wait a Minute. I guess those are songs. Made Scoot E-Bike a 7-figure company.
Know what that
Owns
is either.
Suge Knight's life rights.
That's kind of wild.
Ray J is a
What a
legend.
weird thing to own.
I mean,
So like, if you want to make a movie about Suge Knight, you got to cut Ray
You gotta
J
go
a check.
for them, yeah. You want him in one of your death row movies or some crazy shit like that? Maybe you got to pay him to use his likeness. I don't know.
Maybe.
That's wild.
it's nuts.
What an entrepreneur.
Make me an offer
Straight
for my
up.
life rights.
Good on you, Moesha's brother.
Oh yeah, Juggalo
And
John
I
in the
say that
chat.
because he played Moesha's brother in the television program Moesha.
Oh, there you go.
And I think he played her brother in Thea too.
Probably. We've been over this. I've seen most episodes of Moesha.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. It was on the N.
It sure was.
Yeah,
Stupid.
the N is
yeah.
what Noggin turned into when it was for teens.
Yeah. Oh,
It
see, I thought you were
showed-
going UPN. You're right, though. Yep.
No. The N. It
No, you're
showed
right.
Degrassi and other things like
Yep.
that.
Oh shit! What up, Crippled Drake?
All right.
Jimmy. Wheelchair Jimmy.
Ray J was not in Thea, but Brandy was.
Oh, okay.
Ray J
shit. You know what?
played Brandy though.
I actually had this on my list to talk about for the week, and I forgot.
Oh, Moesha? All right, cool. What's
No,
your
not
favorite
Moesha.
episode?
No, I'm looking at my notes here and realized that it would have been a much better transition from what we were talking about earlier. Speaking of gay shit, I watched Luca with the family.
Luca?
And I don't care. Yeah, on the Disney Plus. And I don't care what the director says. That movie's gay as fuck. Like, that movie is super gay. And everyone's like, hey, how's it feel to make the first gay Disney Pixar movie? And he's like, we didn't make a gay Disney Pixar movie. And I'm like, bro, you made a gay as fuck Disney Pixar
See,
movie. Like, that movie is super gay.
We watched it. I didn't get a gay vibe from it, but I can see it now that you say it.
Like, I feel like it's not even subtle.
It's about friendship, Lee.
Okay.
So is
Sure.
the whole them being sea monsters? Is that supposed to be them hiding their truth?
Well, yeah, that and the fact that, like, you know, those two boys, like, clearly are madly in love with each other by the end of that fucking picture. Like, it's both of them. That movie is super fucking gay. Like, at the end, the dad's like, you know, some people will never accept them, but he's going to find the ones who will. All this shit. Like, come on. Like, oh, that was a terrible Jim Gaffigan. Because it was Jim Gaffigan playing the dad, and that was a terrible Jim Gaffigan.
Yeah, that was a real bad Jim Gaffigan.
Yeah, real bad. I don't know what the fuck I was thinking. I was just thinking Sea Monster Dad. I
Yeah.
don't think about the fact that Jim Gaffigan voices the Sea Monster Dad.
I thought it was interesting that they got a bunch of white people to voice Italians. Like,
Bunch of filthy fucking Itals. And like, and halfway through the movie, I'm like, I don't think I like this very much.
I fell asleep,
Like-
but I was also tired. So
Like, it's kind of boring, and I don't know, the fact that there's an entire civilization of sea creatures that could just walk out of the water and be people anytime they want to, but don't is fucking stupid.
well, they don't
like-
know. They don't know that they can.
I think they do. The fucking grandma tells them. Early on, like, yeah, I go play cards up at the city.
Yeah, but that's crazy
I
old
want a card
grandma.
game.
That's crazy old.
I mean,
grandma.
who's to say that being in the ocean isn't fucking great?
I mean, it looks pretty shitty in the movie.
Oh, well, okay. So
You're
the
like,
movie
you know,
then. The movie's
they
to
get-
say.
Yeah, they get up to the surface, and Homeboy is like, "Holy shit, ice cream!" and you know, fucking playing ball in the sun and all this shit, whatever.
Playing ball. Get out of here.
Like they play the ball. Like, I don't know. Like, I'm not into this. It's okay, but I don't love it. It's like, okay, I guess I can kind of see why they put this on Disney Plus instead of the movie theater. And I'm like, oh, yeah, it's all these filthy fucking Itals. That's why this movie's hard to watch. That's what it is.
It's interesting because
That's what the fuck it is.
it doesn't look like your normal Pixar movie. It looks more like one of the Pixar shorts that they show before the movies.
Yeah,
it's
and
a
like,
little bit.
and a lot of the characters look just like fucking bubble guppies.
Huh.
Like,
Cool.
they look a lot like bubble guppies. Even the girl, I'm like, there's like a redheaded bubble guppy that's the hair is shaped just like hers. It's fucking weird.
What the fuck's a
For
bubble
those of
guppy?
you without small children, Bubble Guppies is a junior cartoon about freaky little mermaid babies, and a good chunk of the core cast looks a lot like the core cast from.
Yeah,
fucking,
that one Bubble Guppy does have the same hair as the girl, but that's also the same hair that Dee Dee Pickles had in Rugrats. So
Yeah, fair enough. Yeah. Oh, Luca's all right. It's fine. Like, I don't know. It wasn't like, I feel like the stakes were all really low.
You
don't know,
loved it.
Mary was
Someone
telling me
denied it.
that they produced that, like they made the movie during quarantine. They did it all remotely. It was like the first Pixar movie to do that.
Yeah. Yeah. At the end of it, it's like, you know, made in our slippers around the Southern California or some shit like that, which is kind of cool. Yeah, that's neat. But I don't know. Maybe that's the problem. I don't know. But it was fine. But like, I think it's hilarious that the director's like, "What are you talking about? This movie's not gay." And every gay person's like, "Bro." are you fucking serious right now?
I wonder if there's
Maybe
some.
he just wants to be able to make Luca 2. And if he says, yeah, it's totally gay, then Disney's going to be like, okay.
Yeah, I wonder if there's some edict from the top where Disney's like, all right, we can feature quote-unquote gay characters. We can feature gay plot lines, but at no point can you admit to it being gay.
Yeah.
I don't know, in 2021, really? I don't know.
Well, like, there's the gay guy in Cruella, but he is only gay because we are familiar with that type of person being a gay man. He never, yeah, he never.
Oh, that's a very interesting point,
right? He never like expresses love for men, or
Right.
you see him kissing a man
with another male.
It's like oh
partner.
yes, that is clearly a gay man, but
right,
shush about it.
Huh. Yeah, that. I don't know. That's if I mean I'm not saying you're wrong. But that's kind of icky. That's kind of fucking like ugh. But yeah, that like I'm just saying, if you watched it, fucking skip around a couple of times, one more time, like oh yeah, this movie is in fact the gayest Disney movie ever made. And if you haven't watched it, it's fine. It's okay. Like I don't know.
It's fine for an at-home watch for sure.
Yeah, it's fine for an at-home watch, but just like I don't know, the designs weren't great. Like again, and maybe it's because they did it all like at their homes, all remotely, whatever. But it just feels small, like a, for lack of a better word, what the sets. You know what I mean? The sets are small. You know, just for a movie that's about this sea monster kid going out and seeing the world. Like the world that he sees is super fucking small. He doesn't really see anything. So I don't know, but maybe you're right. That probably has a lot to do with the fact that it's all so. Work from homey.
But then he gets on a train to Hogwarts.
Yeah, fucking get on the train to Hogwarts, and his lover is like, "Nah, I'm gonna hang out here and kill fish with your friend's dad." Because what better way to prove that I've evolved past our society than to kill our underwater brethren with a knife?
We're gonna fish the gay away.
Yeah, it's so fucking wild. Yeah, it's fine. It's whatever. The kids liked it, so there you go. What do you want? Yeah. That's all I had this week to talk about. What you got, Nice?
Well, I've been watching some movies as well.
What you been watching? The weirdest movies I've ever heard of.
It's been a while since I've like crammed a bunch of movies. Like we watch a bunch of TV shows, we play a bunch of Fortnite, and it's like I want to watch some movies. And
I know what you're talking about, man. Every once in a while, you sit down, you watch a movie, like, oh, this is kind of nice.
Yeah, we have so many movies at our fingertips right now with so many different streaming services. I was like, there's got to be something I haven't seen before that I could watch that I want to watch. So the first one I came upon, I think it was HBO Max, but it might have been Hulu or whatever, but it was Bombshell, which is the Fox News movie about Roger Ailes and all the blonde cookie cutter anchors. And it's Charlize Theron, Nicole Kidman, and Margot Robbie.
I feel like that movie's probably a super fucking bummer.
It's real interesting. Like
we saw that one not too long ago.
Yeah, it's the subject matter is kind of a bummer, but yeah, it's they act their asses off in that movie. And then we watched.
Who plays Roger Ailes in that one, or the Roger Ailes archetype? Who was that?
John Lithgow, like basically doing Trinity Killer in a fat suit,
in fat face.
He's like just short of saying "shut up, C-word."
I'm actually surprised that's not a quote from that movie.
I bet he said it a few times in real life. Fucking Roger Ailes.
No kidding. But the cast is nuts. Like every notable figure is some name actor, and like they might have 3 seconds of screen time where it shows their character's name underneath them. But
okay, so they don't so it's not quote unquote Roger Ailes and quote unquote Fox News. Like it's really them, right? They're showing that story, right?
Except for the Margot Robbie character, which is kind of a mashup of a bunch of different people. But everyone else is essentially, real people, real pieces of shit that work at Fox News. We watched This Is 40, which I'd never seen. I love Knocked Up. It's Paul Rudd, Leslie Mann. There is a lot of yelling and screaming in that movie, and it is 2.5 hours long. There's not a whole lot of joy to be had.
No, we saw that one in the theater, and we walked away from it like this was. Fuck it. Is that 40? I don't want to do that. That looks horrible.
Like, I think Mary said Judd Apatow was going through some shit when he made This Is 40. Also,
Yeah, he was 40.
Paul Rudd has this very weird, like, sideburns haircut that looks like maybe something he would have had for... Maybe he was growing out his Anchorman 2 hair at the time. It was real weird. It was a real weird position the hair was. So there's that, and then watched The World's End, the Simon Pegg, Edgar Wright, Nick Frost, Cornetto trilogy movie. I'd never seen that. Love Shaun of the Dead.
The bar hop,
Yeah,
pub crawl.
it was fine. It was just okay.
Yeah, that not the best of that group of movies.
Okay, but let me tell you about this episode of Hoarders I watched.
Goddamn.
It is the most lit episode of Hoarders I have ever seen.
Am I the only one imagining the credits rolling on The World's End and him being like, oh, thank God. All right, Hoarders. Let's go back to where it's safe.
You might be right. You might be right. It might have been one after the other. So there were these two elderly African-American brothers living in an apartment in San Francisco that they just filled to the brim with shit. Like literal liquid shit to the tippy top of the bathtub.
Oh, no.
What?
The night before they come in to start the cleaning, one of the fucking brothers dies.
Oh, no.
So the other brother's like, all right, let's go. Let's get all this shit out of here. Like the day after, they're like, do we need to like hold off because it's very sensitive? You know, he just had a tragedy happen. And the brother's like, nope, all good. He would have wanted this. Let's clean this shit out. Wild.
What?
And that was in the same episode. Like some of the Hoarders episodes, they double up on Hoarders. They're showing you two stories at the same time. The other story was about this probably 30-something mother of young children, chain smoker, who had a traumatic brain injury, made friends with a cat who, when the cat died, she saved the cat's skeleton. And then she was she was feeling that there were demons in the house and the house was possessed. And whenever she was having like good times, she would save weird shit like the vacuum dust. She would save it in a bottle to save the good energy. Or like if things were going well, she'd grab a bunch of dirt and put it in a jar. So
how many Funko Pops they clear out of that place?
No
I'm
Funko
so
Pops.
Upset. I'm so upset listening to this. Jesus Christ.
I've watched a lot of Hoarders and a lot of Hoarding Buried Alive, and I don't remember seeing a whole lot of people smoking on screen, but every time this chick was on screen, she had a lit cigarette in her mouth. It's like they didn't have a chance to get her without the cigarette. So, you know,
not a single bit of B-roll, but they're not smoking a cigarette.
It all ended where the woman dumped out all these jars and bottles of dirt and dust in like a ceremonial letting go of the things, letting go of these memories. And then some stoner with a fucking long ass joint walked around the house and exorcised it. And that's the end of the episode. Hoarders is lit, you guys.
I bet she's doing great now.
The lady started Hoarders.
No! Come on!
Tell Cher we're starting a podcast.
Whoa, no names.
Oh, sorry.
Who is that?
Sorry,
I've never
I'm-
heard of this person before.
I'm 3 PBR hard coffees in.
Well, when you
you're
going to
be awake all night.
Tell Elton John. Because we both know singers. Wink, wink.
God, I am making such a face. Like,
What kind of face, Lee? Turn your camera on.
Jose,
Show us the face.
don't let this happen, Jose.
Isn't
Pop
it-
that
Don't
shirt
let
off
this
too.
Isn't it wild though that those two stories didn't get their own episode? Like they had to split an episode.
Yeah, once you had
on,
the brother died. Like, fuck.
I do like that the one brother was like, all right, cool, get rid of all this shit. I don't want it anymore.
Yeah.
He's dead.
You almost
He's been
think
shitting in that tub for 5 years. I
So
want it
you
out.
said you were coming. You said you were coming. You're
Yeah.
here. Like, no, you don't get to leave.
Who shits in a tub?
I
Were you
have
supposed to
never shit in a tub on purpose.
Well, some of these hordes, it gets to the point where their toilets aren't working. Like they've put so much crap down it, or they haven't maintained it, that they just
Plumbing
give up
is done.
and they just start shitting in the tub, or in buckets, or bags, or.
I couldn't even imagine
look.
the mindset to be in to where that is okay to how I live now.
Yeah, I think
Yeah,
I
like-
would like. Why wouldn't you just like shit in a bucket and then take it outside and throw it in the street?
It's mental
but as you're
illness.
shitting in the bucket,
Sorry,
why
Mahoney.
wouldn't you
Take
think
shit in a
about-
bucket, take it outside, and throw it in the forest.
In the woods.
Yeah.
The woods. Sorry.
Yeah, so, I mean, like, all kidding aside, like, how many of these episodes end with them just like, going away in a fucking van somewhere to be institutionalized for a while? Because
Not
that's
enough.
Insane. That's insane.
Not nearly
I'm-
enough.
If I'm a producer on that show and I walk into shit bathtub land, I'm like, oh no, we need to just call somebody. And that one's dead already. Cool. This
Well,
guy
they-
has to go away for a long time.
They did. They called a septic truck.
Oh my god.
I'm surprised those
No.
episodes don't also include like a Fear Factor segment where they have someone come in. They're like, "We put 5 rings in this bathtub of shit. Will you bob for the rings?"
I like that. I like that idea. We've also been watching a lot of HGTV, so I think it would be cool if they combined like a Hoarders and a Flipper Flop. So
Oh, there
you're
you go.
dealing with getting the hoarder out and then also the house rehab afterwards.
Just a bunch of well-meaning white people just vomiting all over these houses. Looking to sell this thing and they can't get through a room without fucking puking their balls out. Hard punches
Wow,
too.
you're watching when they get all pissy when people, when they start throwing away their stuff.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Like, no, that's mine.
They start pulling shit out of the dumpster. They start just rooting around boxes and saving garbage.
Like, you motherfucker said you throw away some stuff, not this. I need this.
The ones
Like,
that
yeah,
really,
they're full of rat shit. Yeah, but you shake the rat shit out and it's all right.
the ones that
Yeah,
really,
you shake this thing off, you got a whole bunch of nice rat shit.
Make a little bucket. Yeah, it's like cat food.
We haven't talked about hoarders in a while. It was
yeah,
it's a real roller coaster every time. Nice,
I've been keeping it secret. I've been trying not to take over the show with it, but this was
Are these new episodes?
no, this is probably 2017, 2018. Watching it
Have
on.
you seen these before?
No.
Okay, then that's fine. As long as you're not just like, well, it's time to cycle through the series again on Netflix.
like it's The Office or Friends
Yeah.
or something. Just
Like-
back to season 1 of Hoarders.
That's kind of what I thought was happening.
There are some episodes where like, oh, okay, we've seen this, and then we keep watching it.
I'm gonna have to have an intervention on you one day. It's gonna happen. Jesus.
Someone just got shaken down.
Fucking hell. What's up? What's up, Jose?
Jose's busy.
The day earlier, so I'm in the office, and our balcony overlooks, the lake, but on the other side of the lake is the main road for 436.
420.
I hear this screech.
Jose, you don't have to tell them the exact roads. They don't care. They don't get the reference.
Just in case for all,
No
all
names.
you
but here's
Orlando
the
folks.
exact roads that I live outside of.
So I hear this huge screech, and then a crash, and then a bunch of pops, and then my power goes out. Like, what just happened? I was like, somebody hit a fucking transformer. Well, luckily they didn't hit a transformer. They only
Optimus
hit,
Prime is just dead in the street.
but they did hit a power line after they jumped through a metal fence.
Oh,
Which for some reason, it's like this metal fence around a school, like a charter school, private school, whatever the fuck it is. But I have seen this fence hit like 5 times since we've lived here. There's just chunks being repaired, chunks missing all the time. So I don't understand. And it's a straight, like it's not like on a
yeah,
turn.
that was what I was gonna say. Is how like is it on a weird angle or
No.
like, what's happening?
Nothing out of the ordinary. There's a light. It's just a regular fucking.
That corner is a little blind coming around, and you can get going 60 miles an hour around that corner.
Well, it's only, but not. It's heading towards your place,
Right?
Like if you were to come out of my building, you make a left. It's heading that way. Coming the other way, like that turn does suck a lot. Exiting the apartment building is very dangerous because fuckers do fly around that curve.
You know, it's been wet out a lot lately, so people absolutely forget to drive. When it rains
is hot
in
boy
Florida.
summer.
Yeah,
Yeah. And some people,
Streets are wet.
it's all wet.
wet and steaming.
So that was wild, but luckily the power came back on. You know, generators, and then they got it all working. And I take a little walk out there, and I see my internet line in the middle of the road. It was pretty wild. They jumped right through that fucking metal fence. So, yeah, could be worse. If your day's going bad, you could have jumped through a metal fence into a power line.
That's fucking nuts. Like, see shit like that, and you're like, how fast were you going? What the hell were you doing?
Yeah.
$10 says there was a TikTok involved.
Yeah,
They were watching,
texting or
making.
something.
Yeah.
Picking up their friend in front of the school, something stupid. I recognize the pops because a while back, maybe my high school years, I was heading towards downtown, and I was parked at a light, and this like Lamborghini-ish, a fat Corvette something, comes flying by me, runs the red light, and then it's kind of like a hill, so you don't really see the road in front of me because of the angle. And all of a sudden I hear a screech, a big kaboom, and green lightning in the sky. This fucker did hit the transformer. When I finally, the light turned green, I made it over. See this dude get out of the car, throw some shit, and run.
Okay.
And I was like, I don't want any of this. I just kept going. Like, if you got out of that car and you ran, like, you're all right. You don't need me. I'm out. And then the only other thing was the past weekend was the lady's sister's 50th birthday. We threw her a little surprise luau party.
Yeah.
They flew like her friend from high
Germany?
school from their old town. So that was a good little get together. Then just kind of chilled, did a luau, and watched this dude get real crunk. Like the guy at the party who you didn't think you would ever have to worry about.
It's always that.
Oh,
one.
he was on. I've never seen him more feisty. It was wild. It was a thing to see. But
A+ use of the word feisty, by the way.
oh, you like it?
Yeah, that's good stuff. Yeah, it's good. It's good.
Other than that, just been kind of chill, man. Some things coming up, some things happening.
Oh yeah, we probably shouldn't talk about that until Penn is signed a paper. But holy shit,
somebody may or may not be coming out of retirement.
Oh, dip.
No,
no names.
not saying
No
who.
names.
No names.
Oh my God! Is Cher coming back to perform on stage again?
Yes,
Residency in Las Vegas.
She never stopped.
Love
never.
What you got going on, Kelly?
Well,
Besides delivering pornography to your friends.
Yeah, well, you know, this is a wrestling podcast,
Mm-hmm.
I have heard that. Yes.
so it's time to discuss some wrestling.
All right.
Over the weekend, ICW ran 4 shows, 3 of which I have seen. They were all fun. I enjoyed.
Now, are they doing shows in like a circus tent? Is that what's happening? 'Cause it looks
No,
like a
that
circus
is
tent.
the name of the venue in the Showboat Casino. Like the circus room is the big one they run.
Okay, because it looks like a fucking circus tent.
Yeah, that GCW runs shows there too.
Okay.
GCW.
Yeah, so ICW they ran 2 pit fighter shows, which are their shows that they do in like an MMA cage.
You guys ever play the arcade game Pit Fighter?
No.
You guys remember
Sounds
that? Is
familiar.
that on any of your guys' old school radar?
No.
It was one of those arcade games where the animation like looked real, kind of like that Street Fighter movie game.
Oh yeah. The OG
Where-
Mortal Kombat's. Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh, okay, one of those, yeah.
yeah. It was like that, but it was, you know, your people are paying to watch this underground fight, and you know, and your different characters and shit.
Okay.
No, it was cool as shit. Look it up.
I might have seen this. Nah, it's not that you show pictures of, but I may have seen this at some point. It looked vaguely familiar. I remember Homeboy's giant foot.
Yeah.
So I was like, oh, I feel seen.
This is actually newer than I expected it to be. Yeah, because this is Super Nintendo and Game Boy. Atari.
Well, yeah, well, at that era, though, too, because it is after that kind of Mortal Kombat era, like, there was a new fighter every fucking 2 days.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Each one less remarkable than the one before it.
I like the one, was it Time Splitters? Where it was all characters from throughout time. And then
That sounds
the
familiar.
one with the dinosaurs, which was Primal Rage.
Primal
Yeah,
Rage.
Primal Rage.
Yeah, Primal Rage was the shit. You
I
remember
don't
the one?
Fucking,
I don't think Time Splitters is the right name because that's first person or third person shooter.
Okay.
Yeah, the name
Fucking-
doesn't sound familiar, but the concept does sound familiar.
There was a
Remember
caveman who
fucking,
was like the Blanca.
remember Clay Fighters?
Yes.
Yes, that's what I was about to
All
say.
from stop motion, yeah.
Fuck yeah, that was my first Super Nintendo game.
Time
That's
Killers. Yeah.
There
Time
you go.
Killers.
There you
Okay.
go.
Fuck yeah.
There it is.
The Viking.
Look at that. Look at that.
Hell yeah.
So stupid.
Retro video
Fuck
game talk.
yeah. Killer Instinct. Combo Breaker.
I
But
actually,
yeah,
Back then, it didn't cost $200 million to make a video game. So
No.
it's easy to make them every 5 minutes.
Lee, we on the Pit Fighter X7 show, there was another entry in Stepdad Fight Club.
Oh, all right. Yeah. Yeah,
Justin
okay.
Kyle took on UFC legend Phil Baroni.
oh God, Phil Baroni.
That sounds
Is
fake.
he a
That's not a real
UFC
name.
Is he a UFC legend or is he a UFC veteran?
I don't know, to be honest.
Yes, he was in the UFC. Did he hold any notable titles or have any notable matches?
I think he did much better in Pride, if I'm not mistaken.
Okay, probably.
Yeah.
Yeah, now that I think of it, most of the footage they showed in the pre-video didn't look like UFC. It looked like more like Pride.
He should go fight in GLEAT.
Fuck yeah, you should fight in GLEAT.
I'm just,
GLEAT had a good show go up on YouTube last week.
I'm
You should
just-
all watch it.
I'm just scrolling through Kelly's Twitter trying to look for bits from these shows, and I just saw him mention GLEAT.
Fuck yeah, GLEAT. GLEAT had a good show go up on YouTube. It was their UWF style shoot style show. That was a good time.
Oh, I didn't find the ICW gifs that you shared, but I did find this on your Twitter, Kelly.
Oh yeah, that looks real bad.
Mahoney,
Yeah,
what do you see? Explain to the audience what you're looking at.
I see a little girl, like
Mhm.
maybe 13. Then I see what might be a CGI man. I'm not exactly sure.
Harrison Ford,
And then a
isn't it?
very real dog.
No, that is not a real dog. That is a giant red CGI Clifford the Big Red Dog that does not look great composited into the shot, and that is Kelly's issue with it.
Yeah.
This compositing is horrible. Looks like a $7 kaiju movie you find at Walmart.
Yep.
It looks real bad.
It looks real rough.
Neither of
Rough,
them
get it?
Get
rough,
it?
rough.
Neither of the people in the foreground look like they realize there's a gigantic red dog behind them.
No.
Well, there probably wasn't a gigantic red dog behind him.
There
right?
was
They probably-
something. There
They
was
probably
something.
added that dog in later.
Yeah, they nice. Let me tell you a little something about post-production.
But also, let me tell you something about acting.
Yeah, I think they were new to it as well.
Yeah. But
That guy
so
looks like Chris Hemsworth if you got Chris Hemsworth at Walmart.
No, we've looked at this before. There was clearly a big red dog
never looked
behind
at this
them.
before.
Look, it's the same
oh,
shot.
that's right. Yeah, I forgot about that.
Oh, why is there two versions of this dog?
Well, I mean,
No,
you
it's
gotta
the same version.
You gotta have
Because
some
like
diversity
that one
there.
is like a that one's like a golden retriever, and then this other one is like a what's another kind of dog?
Basset Hound.
Jose or Mahoney, name a dog.
my joke died because I couldn't think of another kind of dog.
Dog or wrestler?
Name a woman.
Yeah. Name a woman. Name any woman.
Although, in that guy's defense, just basing upon what he looks like, I don't think there's, a whole lot of CGI special effects characters in any Hallmark Channel movies. So he's probably not used to the idea. Ridiculous.
But you know what? One more thing from the ICW shows. They also do the No Holds Barred shows, which are the ones with the ring ropes are chains, and it's usually a bunch of death matches on those shows. The main event,
not the real tame shit you see in Pit Fighter.
Yeah. Though Pit Fighter did have a pretty gnarly death match in the main event of Pit Fighter X8 with Akira taking on John Wayne Murdoch. That was a very good match. Definitely worth checking out. But the main event of the No Holds Barred show for the weekend was John Wayne Murdoch defending the American Deathmatch Championship against a Mexican luchadora named Sarika, who is a fucking lunatic. And I really hope she works some shows that we go to eventually in WrestleMania weekend.
Oh man, when are we doing
And it would be
again?
funny if it's the show that Mahoney decides to come to and read a newspaper at, because she'd probably throw a light tube at him.
When are they gonna do WrestleMania in New Hampshire?
Oh, we need, yeah.
I mean,
That's gonna be
Boston's
perfect.
close.
Yeah.
That would be really great. We could all stay at Mahoney's house for the week. He could drive us around to all these dirtbag indie shows. He's got a big-ass van. He's got a fleet of vehicles.
Yeah.
And you know what? He would love it. He would love spending the time with us.
Yeah.
I would.
He'd be a convert.
Yeah. But yeah, I can't remember. Did I send you guys the GIF where she just chucked a big old bundle of light tubes into the crowd
Yes,
because
you
she was
did.
trying to hit the referee?
That's why I was looking at your
Jesus
Twitter
Christ.
to see if I could find that to show.
I
the
think you'll
audience
probably
at
find
home.
it in the Muffin Mania thread. I don't know if I retweeted that one or not.
Well, they're not allowed to see that.
They're like,
So,
what the fuck is in Muffin Mania?
Next year looks like in 2022, the plan is for WrestleMania to be in Arlington, Texas.
Pass.
So it'll be nice and cool.
Yeah.
Fucking Texas. Okay. All right. Fucking make a plan. April 3rd, 2022, y'all.
I mean,
Alright.
April in Texas sounds like not a bad time. Like, if you got to be in Texas.
Yeah, it's probably not horrible.
Not
Is
the
this
hottest.
Is this the chick you're talking about?
Yeah.
Sarika.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Just going through a whole bunch, like a pane of glass and a bunch of light tubes there.
Fucking insane.
We're all going through a whole bunch of pane of glass, Kelly.
Yep.
I know. Just feel like you got to be a real badass to be the American Deathmatch champion.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Yeah, there it is. Just chucking them at the fucking crowd.
But But it doesn't look like. Okay, I think they got out of the way for the most
Yeah, they
part.
got it out of the way. Because she was pissed that the referee called the match early, and John Wayne Murdoch jokingly handed her this bundle of tubes to throw at the ref to hit the ref with, and then she tried to do it.
Jesus.
I don't think he realized how insane she was.
Jesus Christ.
I think if I was at a wrestling show and somebody threw a thing of light tubes at me, I would probably not enjoy myself.
No.
Well, yeah,
Like,
because
I would be like, okay, I get the joke, and then someone would throw light tubes at me, and I'd be like, joke's over. I'm going home.
Now, when we
Taking my
saw
newspaper, and I'm out of here.
when we saw Nye's cosplay versus Pentagon in a death match
Woo!
with the light
that
tubes,
was awesome.
we were sitting pretty far away, and I was comfortable with that distance because I don't think I breathed any of it in, but I got to see everything.
Yeah, you don't want to be in the splash zone for.
Oh man, remember Jose running through? That footage is amazing because it's just you just see glass raining down around.
That's good shit. Yeah. Just saying, Mahoney, if you do end up coming with us to some wrestling shows, which I think you should,
Yeah.
when we get to the deathmatch portion of the weekend, I would keep your head on a swivel. You never know what's going to happen.
Yeah, Mahoney's, you're gonna come with us to a pit fighter show.
Yeah.
I'm not opposed, but I want to be very clear. I will be very bored.
Yep. I don't think you will.
You
I
say
don't
that.
think you will. Yeah.
What did Kelly shared something this weekend that was like, okay, Kelly, I love you dearly. He shared something this week that was like, pay attention to this guy. He's gonna be the next big thing, and it was this wrestling clip. And I watched that clip, and I was like, this is the boringest shit I've ever seen in my entire life. Like, this is the next big thing? Like, this is the next big thing?
I think I know what you're talking. He did like a corkscrew DDT through
was
a bunch of doors.
That was
Incredibly
kind of
boring.
incredible.
I was legit. I was like, is he fucking with me? Like, I don't get it.
What?
How do you
I
watch him?
do not get it.
How do you watch a man through another man through, something that he's not supposed to be thrown into and be like, oh, that's boring. Like, what the fuck are you doing?
It was
That's
so
not
boring.
What doors are for, Mahoney.
It was so boring. It was so not impressive.
He's like, but he didn't even look into the camera and didn't do it.
He didn't do a dance.
This was way longer than 30 seconds.
Where's
I
the
didn't
duet
appreciate-
at? I don't get it.
Oh my
Yeah.
god.
It wasn't
fucking
even 30 seconds.
Yeah. I appreciated that clip, Kelly. I thought it was very impressive. And looked like it hurt a lot.
I need
Thought
to.
it was underwhelming, Kelly.
What the fuck?
I'm sending
What
this
have you been
to.
doing, Mahoney?
I'm sending
Yeah,
this to the
yeah.
Popcast group so
Yeah, there we
Mahoney,
go, yeah.
so Nice can play it so we can discuss.
Yes. Play this for
Get
the
some
people
context to
and
the story.
tell me if you're not bored out of your skull.
It's the. I use a lot of words to
Okay,
describe.
okay,
Not
so they're
bored.
standing still. He's going, gotta get my balance. Almost fell down and falls into some pre-cut wood.
No, those aren't pre-cut. Those
How
are
do
just
you know
doors.
Those are unfinished doors.
How do you know
Yeah.
that they're not
They're
scored?
closet doors.
Yeah, they're composite doors. Yeah, we
Yeah.
did this shit live. They make an
You're not
amazing
gonna
sound.
score those.
They
Yeah.
crunch so good.
Yeah,
Oh, they crunch so good. They
Look
kind
at
of
him. He
explode a
almost
little
falls. He almost falls. And
Yeah.
bit. He's standing on a
they
ladder.
literally just fall to the ground.
All of wrestling is basically almost falling.
Yeah, no
Yeah.
shit, right?
Yeah,
Sounds awful.
I don't understand you.
You're a fucking enigma.
Now imagine Captain
Fucking
America
enigma.
doing it to Taskmaster.
Yeah.
Captain America. If Captain America did that to Taskmaster, they would cut it. They would cut that scene because they would be like, "No, boring." We all know it.
Now I think
What
I
have you
think
been doing, Mahoney?
Well, I was watching some wrestling on Twitter the other day.
Well, don't worry. You watched 6 hours of TikToks that I'm sure were much more interesting.
yeah.
They were
Remember
much
God.
more interesting.
remember when you found that Ricochet match from like 4 years ago?
I sure did. And then I knew who it was, and I was like, ugh. I was appalled.
You've been poisoned.
I watched this clip and the dude was bouncing all through the sky, and I was like, oh, it reminds me of that Ricochet dude. And then he had what it said King on his butt, and I was like, oh,
Yeah, because
God.
it's King Ricochet.
It is King Ricochet. I was horrified.
Now that sequence that he does with Real Osprey is really impressive. It's pretty dope.
I mean, he does some cool bounces. That is not boring. What you just showed me with the two men falling through some wood, very boring.
But there was also a lead up to that. You know, there was probably an entire sequence leading up to that crash through the doors.
Yeah.
Well, I didn't see any of that. All I saw was two guys falling.
So this is like TikToks where you expect us to understand the joke. That's like 4 teen fads ago that we have no context for, and you're like, I don't understand why you don't like this.
Yes, except the joke Jose didn't get was the girl saying, you can block me on social media, but you can't unswallow my piss. And I feel like that joke is pretty self-explanatory.
Yeah, the joke is fine, but the video is stupid. She's just like doing like a little dance that's like...
That's because, Jose, 1 in 85 TikToks is worth watching. Like, the fucking odds.
No, that's
low.
generously.
Yeah, probably.
I like
generous.
the ones where they bring something to the table.
That's not.
I
what
feel
that
like
platform is
99 out of 100 TikToks I've ever seen would have been more effective just being text in a tweet.
for. Yeah.
Yeah, but it's
a
a
horrible
video
fucking
platform.
Yeah, but this is how some people text and tweet now.
It's a horrible platform.
You know, Twitter,
I don't get that. Like, I just don't want to. If anything requires me to hear any audio, I don't. No,
that's a hang up for
watching.
me too, is because I don't want to just be blasting some audio that I
don't
have
like it
not
when-
cleared first to other people that are also listening.
Yeah, I don't like it when you there's like an Instagram post that you want to hear, so you put the volume on, and Instagram's like, oh, so you want to hear the volume on all the posts, right?
Right.
Like, no,
Yeah.
you fuck.
I hate when
You
just
gotta-
Instagram is like quiet, and then you click on a reel and it's like, oh, you wanted to hear the sound for this one? And I'm like, fuck you. No.
You gotta have your finger on your speaker, and then if the volume comes on, you want to hear it, you move your finger away, and if the volume comes on, you don't want to hear it, you leave your finger there.
Where's the speaker?
That is more
bottom
compromise
of my
than I
Don't
want
live
in
my
life.
life like a 16-year-old.
I'm sorry that sometimes you have to hear things.
Now,
Kelly.
this is not a ploy, but if I had some Raycons, then I think I would watch more TikToks.
If you had some Raycons, you couldn't hear the haters.
Yeah, that's also true.
Okay, so there's supposed to be like a ripoff of AirPods. So can you also take calls with them? I'm not clear on
I'm
this.
sure.
I think you can.
Oh, surely, yeah.
I bet if you tried to find headphones that you can't take a call on, you would have a hard time.
But also, I think
Right,
about it,
right.
and I'm like, when do I ever want to take a call?
Oh yeah, no, fuck that.
Well, I mean, never, but
Yeah, but how do
You
you
still
know?
take
How will
calls.
you ever know what's going on with your extended car warranty expiring?
Right? That's the dumbest scam around.
Yeah.
Yeah. I got a call today from the Department of Visa and MasterCard.
Oh.
oh,
They teamed up. We got a franchise crossover right here.
Yeah, the Department of Visa and MasterCard. Some really important shit happening on my account. It's a damn shame I'm never going to find out what that is. Fucking
too
car
bad.
warranty. Fuck out of here. God.
Where are we in this show?
What you got?
I think it's me. I haven't done anything.
Well, I was just bitching about wrestling clips.
Yeah.
You said, what the fuck's going on again?
Where are we in the grand
Waiting on
scheme
you,
of
Goose.
things?
Hey, man, I'm ready.
Well, this was like a good a time as any to take a break.
All right, good night, everybody.
Show.
What do you got for classic this week, Nice?
Well, it's a long one, but it's a good one. So we
All right, what we got?
we alluded to it a little bit earlier that we might be coming out of retirement at some point. So I was just kind of randomly going through some old episodes. So I found this episode from May 2017, episode 382. It was after Jose and I had returned from 5 Points Festival in New York, and the story about the time he left the camera in an Uber.
Oh my god. All right. Enjoy this and we'll be back in a minute. Love you, bye.
Enjoy the refreshing taste of an ice-cold Popcast classic. So I get in on Friday, and Jose meets me at the hotel, and we can't check in yet, so we plan to head over to the venue and meet up with everybody, and then that day we had scheduled to hit up 6 Point Brewery. They were doing the official beer of the 5 Points Festival, so we were going there to shoot a little interview, a little tour, to put together a video of that. We get in the Uber to head over to the brewery, and Jose starts flipping out.
Yep.
And I'm like, what is it? And I'm trying to like fill in the blanks, and he gives me one of these like, just shut it.
I just
shut
need to
up.
think.
Shut up.
Don't ask me nothing. I don't need to answer. I don't want to talk to nobody. I need silence. I need to think.
So he's
retrace some steps.
He's
I
climbing.
need to see what the fuck's happening?
He's climbing into the back of this guy's fucking Uber, just going through all the bags. So I'm just like, fuck. I know that something is misplaced. I don't know what.
Yeah, how bad have things gone?
So, this is what happened. I knew the ride from Tito's to the hotel, the highway we took was going to have a fucking gorgeous view of the city. That would be an amazing shot. So, I'm all packed up at Tito's house. I call for the Uber. I pull out the 6000,
Which
the
is
lens
our,
I wanted to use.
which is our little tiny like photo camera that we use to kind of be discreet now when we're shooting around a city instead of the big shoulder cams.
Sure.
I'm all geared up to shoot this shot. I'm all packed up. I call the Uber. The Uber comes. He picks me up. We're driving, and I'm ready to shoot the thing. Turn on the camera. Fucking battery's dead. But I charged this motherfucker all night. But somehow, in my fucking 95-degree haze, I plugged it in on. So it never charged. It just was using that as like an outlet.
As an
That's
AC
horseshit,
adapter.
man. That's
But
a
never
design flaw.
charged
That's
it.
not on you, son.
So I wake up, because I knew I'm going to charge the battery. I want this shot. I was very well prepared. So fucking prepared. And then I go to hit record. This battery dead. I was like, you son of a bitch. So I'm like, fine. And I'm just like looking at this beautiful view, this beautiful shot, like a sad puppy. Like, oh, you should have had this. So we get to the hotel. I must have taken the camera off because I didn't want to ding the lens
Unloading.
against the bag.
Right, as you're unloading.
No.
You know what I mean?
Fast forward, three hours later, and we're on our way to the brewery, and it fucking dawns on him.
I was like, you gotta be kidding me. Like, I feel light. Like, I should have something. I remember, and I was like, okay, I was wearing the camera. Okay, I haven't seen the camera. Where the fuck's the camera? So I either, A, left it in the hotel lobby when I brought my bags in because we couldn't get checked into the room. That threw everything off. I forgot it there. We left the bags behind the counter. It's somebody stole, it's gone. Or the hotel has it. Or it's in the Uber. So I called the fucking Uber, and I'm like, yo, man, I was with you earlier. I left something there. Do you have it? And he's like, yes, I do. I have it. So I was like, all right, well, we're stuck here in Red Hook.
Yeah, that's where Taz is from.
Exactly. That's what I kept thinking whenever I saw the Red Hook signs. From the Red Hook section of Brooklyn. We also went by the
He's on his
Bowery.
way to JFK and then going home to Staten Island.
Staten Island.
Yeah.
That's where Carmela's from.
She is the queen of Staten Island.
Opposite of where we're at. Now, we're at the brewery, and we're supposed to be shooting
this
fucking interview, which also the phantom-powered mic that's supposed to be phantom-powered stopped being phantom-powered and said, I'm going to die. My battery is not going to work either. Fuck off, everybody. So and also, so I'm trying to call and talk to this Uber driver, and the only way to contact them is you have to go through the app and put, I want to try to contact the thing, and then they call you when the Uber driver is ready, or even if he even wants to talk to you.
Yeah.
Right.
Otherwise, you have to fill out a form.
And he kept losing reception, and when we were
I'm losing
driving,
reception, we're going under tunnels.
Yeah.
We're fucking. My battery's dying.
and all this
because
time he's out on this patio trying to get in touch with this Uber driver, and I'm in there talking with the master brewer and just downing fucking high alcohol content beers.
You want another beer? You want another beer? You want another beer? You want another beer?
It's like he was trying to, get us into bed with how many beers he was handing us.
We didn't know if we were gonna make it out of there. So, I'm frazzled as fuck because I don't know what the fuck's going on. We're supposed to be shooting this goddamn interview, and there's no time to go meet him. There's no time for anything. We're also supposed to be shooting a goddamn Toy Awards later that night, so we still need to get back to the hotel. We still need to check in because we haven't checked in yet. We haven't got to go back. And he's like I'm not coming to you.
Right.
Like I'm dropping this guy off at JFK, and then I'm going home. I'm off.
Yeah, you need to figure this shit out, homie.
And we're like, fuck. Well, we need the goddamn camera, and there's no time to do it tomorrow. We're working. We got show.
And that camera also had all the footage from all the mural he shot all week.
The whole week I was there. So if I lose the camera, I lost a whole week's worth of footage. Not the only reason why I was there, but an added bonus to going early.
And you know what? This entire time, I'm trying to be the voice of reason. I'm trying to calm him, trying to let him know everything's all right. Because if you don't remember, just a month prior, I locked my fucking keys in my truck with all my bags a half hour before we needed to leave for the airport. So, everybody gets one. So, I was trying to be that.
Was a one.
I was trying to be that calming presence for him.
So we need to either figure out how to get to Staten Island or how to get to JFK. And then I remember, oh shit, Tito kind of works out by JFK. So, and this is around the time Tito's getting off. So I'm hitting him, like I'm Facebooking him. So I'm like, Tito, goddamn, dude, you're out there. He's out there. Can you guys make this happen? This is what went down. He's like, you know what? I got you, dog. So I tell the homeboy, I'm like, Uber, I got a friend who works over by the airport. He's going to meet you over there. He's like, all right. Text me his number. So I tell Tito, I give Tito the dude's number, I give the other guy the dude's number. He's not answering Tito. Tito's calling him. Tito's texting him. He's not answering. So I'm like, it's just this fucking ring of just text and Facebook messages and phone calls. And then the call keeps dropping. Because Sprint can suck a dick so hard.
And I'm just getting
frustrated.
And I'm getting drunk.
I was about to say, and how drunk are you at this point?
So
Every
drunk.
time I get to go in, I get to take a swig, and then I get to go out. And this guy, for every swig he had like a beer.
Yeah.
Just like he's like, you want another one?
Because I'm just in there small talking with this dude.
We finally get it figured out. Tito's gonna make this happen. Cool. Let's go do the tour. While the battery's charging, we shoot the tour. We come back up. We shoot the interview. I look at my phone. This guy's calling me. He's like, I thought you said your friend worked at the airport. Like, I gotta go home. Like, well, I never said that. And it turned into this other big thing. And then Tito's like, bah! And this guy's like, da, 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 da. And I'm like, fuck!
And I'm like, what?
Trying to work it out. I get a picture from Tito of him holding the camera. And I'm like,
with today's newspaper.
Yeah. No shit. So I was like, oh my God. Thank God. And I call homeboy. I'm like, or he calls me and he's like, hey, so got your friend. He's got the camera. He's kind of a nice cameraman. How about some gratuity? It was a nice camera. And I was like,
are you shitting me?
But respectively, so because I forgot to tell Tito, I was going to tell Tito, hey man, give him cash and I'll give it back to you when I get the camera from you. Because I was going to give him some money because
it's not his fault that you left the camera in his car.
Right, I left the camera.
It's also not cool to ask for it either.
Well, yeah, but
the Uber driver that was driving
there, I would have offered, but it worked out. It works out.
So I tell him, I'm like, well, look, man, like if you want money, you got to come to me. Now, this is what's up. Like we're shooting, we can't leave, but we do have to go to the airport on Monday, motherfucker. So how about you come pick us up, and I'll give you some money for hooking for saving the day with the camera.
And Uber doesn't need to know nothing about it.
Cool, I'll be there. So he comes, he and then I didn't even get a text later. Like he's all night. He's like, "Oh man, hey man, I got your lens cap. Sorry about that." And I was like, "No problem, man. Just bring it Monday when you pick me up." He's like, "All right, man, cool."
I think I see where this is going.
So he picks us up for the airport on Monday.
I was wrong.
Pay him for the ride to the airport. Give him a little extra for helping us out with the camera because he could have kept it. Because he could have said, "I don't have it. I think the other chick may have taken it."
Right.
And then I went and had to call the cops and file the report. And we're here working. When the fuck are we going to go down to the police station? And then it's gone. It's gone.
The cops would just be like, "Bitch, please."
Yeah, and I'm gonna go to the NYPD and tell them I lost the camera in an Uber,
and
then they'll be like, right on it there, snowflake.
Thank God that we left it in an Uber and not a New York City taxi because.
Yeah, R.I.P. Heating pad. Government strike.
Yeah. Jose left his heating pad in the back of a New York City cab when the government was shut down. So he couldn't get a hold of fucking anybody.
The found was closed.
Yeah.
I couldn't get my fucking shit back.
But we got the camera and everything worked out.
Thanks,
and big thanks to Tito for helping out with that. And apparently, according to Jose,
Uber driver now.
we got a personal Uber driver now whenever we go to New York, which is going to happen.
I told homeboy, I was like, we're back twice in November. Save my number. I'll tell you when to be here.
He saved your number in his phone as dumbass who left camera in backseat. Nothing quenches your thirst quite like a Popcast classic. I was prepping that clip and I started to think about the fact that we might be coming out of retirement, and I started breathing heavily into a paper bag.
Yeah, I'm listening to that, and I'm like, oh, I bet they cannot wait to get back into those kind of adventures.
Too old
So
for
that
this
guy ever
shit.
drive you around anywhere else?
But I've never called him to do that. Well, because I think the next time we came in, I think my niece picked me up.
Oh yeah, because by then she was hustling. Yeah.
I don't know if you guys have ever noticed this, but when we go to these shows or we go on adventures, Jose makes friends very easily.
Yep.
And they bond real quickly. And there's promises made.
I'll get you later. We'll be back. We'll swing back around.
Right. Stop telling them that.
It's a good line.
He's like, I told these people we'd send them all the footage. I was like, fucking what?
You know.
Fucking ridiculous.
It's going to be wild, huh?
Woo! All right, let's fucking get into it, man. I'm excited.
Yeah, I don't even know if I got that guy's number anymore. I've been on so many different phones.
Pop topic.
Oh, it's been a minute since we heard that one.
No.
That.
Right?
Holy shit.
All right, so this week, in honor of the, I don't know.
Well,
I hope it's true.
The new Fast and Furious just came out this past weekend. And leading up to the release of this new Fast and the Furious, there was this rumor that they're going to do a crossover with Jurassic Park at some point. I mean, they're both Universal, and you know what? Why the fuck not?
Yeah.
Why not?
Like, isn't it possible that Jurassic Park, Jurassic World exists in the same world that Fast and the Furious does?
I think they went to fucking space in the most recent Fast and the Furious.
They do.
So,
in fact, in the trailer, Tyrese is heard yelling, "We're in space!"
Oh, God.
But you're focusing on this underworld of these racers / master thieves. You think at some point they would just stop and be like, "You hear the news about dinosaurs?" No, they're busy. They don't have time to talk about dinosaurs. But they exist in this world. So we put it out there to the population. Pitch us your dream franchise crossover. Take 2 franchises, take 2 intellectual properties, mash them together, and pitch us your story. So that's what we're doing this week.
It was tough. It was a tough one because, you can't just pick 2 things that you like. Hopefully, you want to have something that makes a little bit.
Yeah, you
of sense.
take 2 things you like, slap them on a shirt.
Yeah.
Nerd shirt girls.
Nerd shirt girls. Right.
Yeah, you take fucking the Flash, but it's like one of those bears that shit a lot in the Flash costume. Boom, there's a shirt.
What do you mean, like the Charmin bears?
Yeah, Charmin bears, $13.
Nerd shirt
Bears
girls.
that shit a lot.
Yeah, I'm glad you went there because I'm like, don't all bears shit a lot? Is that kind of...
Does a bear shit a lot in the woods?
Specifically the ones that shit a lot that are always on the TV being like, oh, my butt doesn't itch.
I got it. Yeah, I'm with you now.
It's so
fucking ridiculous. Whew. All right. Okay. So, all right. Went through a few things, and then it just came to me. All right. The year is 1991. So we're going period piece with this one.
All right.
Ed and Lorraine Warren of The Conjuring fame have been called to investigate an apparent demonic possession in upstate New York. The manifestations they run into are powerful and persistent. Inanimate objects are moving seemingly at will. And as the family's panic intensifies, it only seems to get worse. She flop around like crazy. Things take a turn for the worse when they discover the baby of the family. The baby's dripping with goo. Is this baby?
Like all babies.
Dripping with the goo. But like a lot of goo.
Like
And
all
so,
babies.
Feeling his age, Ed's, in his 60s by this point, he decides it's time. They got to call in some outside help, something that they're very rarely do they have to do. So they call 555-2368. But luckily, those that answer the phone were ready to believe him. And before long, Venkman, Spangler, Zedmore, and Stantz descend upon the quiet farmhouse. It's unfamiliar territory with a very familiar energy as a pink slime erupts out of the walls of this farmhouse. The Ghostbusters and the Warren styles, they clash, Warren's more textbook approach, not exactly the same as Venkman's shit-talking to everyone, including the, I'm going to say, scared to death fucking farmhands that work and live there. But eventually, they're able to band together and kip Farmer Vigo's ass all the way back to Carpathia or Moldova or wherever the fuck it is he came from. They fight a ghost made of giant hay bales at some point, for sure.
Ooh, I like that.
Yeah. They got to fight a ghost made of giant hay bales. I'm like, probably like a tractor with a mouth, I'm going to say.
Yes.
Yeah, all right.
I like that much better than revisiting the Vigo and the pink slime. Like, whatever. It's a fucking haunting at this farm, and they deal with it. And like you said, like hay bale monster, tractor with teeth. Love it. Love that.
Yeah. I think Vigo's the boss, right? The big bad, the boss fight, right? But you got the Ghostbusters and the Warrens all together, so you're bringing all kinds of other shit that like is mad at them collectively, and they're all just fucking up this farmland up in the hills.
What about like some sort of like possessed scarecrow demon, like a Jeepers Creepers without the behind the scenes pedophilia?
I mean, it's a little bit low hanging fruit. We're gonna have a scarecrow if you want one. That's fine.
Oh, okay. A tractor that eats people. Low hanging fruit.
Yeah. The tractor teeth is some highbrow shit. If you want to just go right for a fucking spooky scarecrow, I guess we can. That's fine.
The Warrens get proton packs?
Ooh, I think they have to, right?
Do they get like their own specialized proton packs that they help in the construction of? Like, we get some like montages between them and Egon.
Or maybe they don't get proton packs. Maybe they get the they get the slime canisters, the
Lee,
slime guns.
you
perhaps.
gotta get over the slime.
I like this. Slime is fun.
They fixed the slime. It's done. It's over with.
Oh, okay, yeah, because evil never comes back. Yeah.
I'm kidding. You can have your slime.
No, the slime's gone.
Mood slime is fun. I like
Slime's
mood
been
slime.
eliminated.
See, I feel like if the Warrens made a proton pack, it probably wouldn't work that well.
Well, that's why Egon's there. They have to learn to coexist and work together and rely on each team's strengths.
Yeah, and so you got, maybe they give them like one of those like a boson dart launcher like in the game, because there's some really cool shit in that game. You guys, the game's fucking fun as hell. Would recommend.
Okay, what is this dart launcher?
It's a boson dart. So it's like it shoots out like big like electro balls at ghosts and fucking fucks them up and fries them, while you can lasso them with the regular proton pack.
Yes.
Yeah, it's one of the
It's like
upgrades.
a
The proton
1-2
pack,
combo.
like level 3. Yeah. Yes, you hit them with the boson darts so they can't move, and then you lasso them and get them down to the traps.
Nice. So they have to learn to work together.
Yeah. and there's a fucking weld monster. Why would there would not be a weld monster?
Oh,
Yeah.
I love that. Like a little play on Ring.
Yeah, we got a weld monster. We got the hay bale monster. We got a fucking tractor with teeth. We got a whole bunch of fucked up possessed
Slime.
goats. Bunch of goats.
The tractor with teeth reminds me of the toilet that transformed from the toys.
Oh, don't worry, he's there too.
Oh, I love it. I'm in.
But it's like an outhouse. It's like an outhouse with teeth. Alpha in the fucking been there a long time.
Teeth
With the
house.
Yeah.
Okay, so in your mind, is this being produced and released in the 90s or produced and released today? Are you recasting the original Ghostbusters?
Yeah, see, that's the thing. I don't know, man. Like in my head, it's it would have already been out, because I was trying to look at the timeline. Like, okay, we'll just do it like we'll do it in the 80s or whatever. But I thought, no, it really should be a sequel to like all the movies. So it really
The
should
characters
be
are in their
like in the
prime.
early 90s. Yeah, exactly. Characters in their primes, all
And
that.
the
So
Warrens
I would say
the Warrens are based on real people.
yes.
So it's
Right.
possible that they could have done this in the 90s.
Yeah, Ed would have been 65 in 1991.
God damn.
So that's what it is. That would have been the whole. He's, that's one of the reasons he was more inclined to kind of reach out, because he's getting too old for this shit, kind of thing.
I've seen these wacky Ghostbusters on the TV. It's worth
And
a
then
shot.
they came, they saw, they kicked his ass. Yeah, all that stuff.
I like it, and it
So
speaks.
yeah, I'm mad that I can't watch this. I think it'd be fun as hell.
It speaks to your interests.
Imagine that. Yeah, I like that one.
The Panels on Pages podcast. It speaks to our interests.
We are a wrestling podcast.
Yep.
We did talk about wrestling for a while.
Ugh.
All right. So,
It's like that's so
what
boring.
is on Discord, Mahoney? Who's up first?
Oh shit. Jose, stall for time.
I got it up right. I can do it.
All right, what you got, Kelly?
All right, so it's Shark's here. Shark says 24 years after the battle between the Commando Elites and the Gorgonites, Globotech re-released the toys without their AI chips. Little did they know that it wasn't the chips that made the toys come to life. When an unsuspecting mom buys a line of Commandos and Gorgonites for her son and brings them home, she has reignited the long-time war. Chip and Archer continue their epic battle, but now there is a third group to deal with. Buzz Lightyear and Forky. Can Forky, Mr. Pickle Pants, and Trixie bring peace to the war in Commandos and Gorgonites, or will Nick Nitro blow up the peace talks? It's Toy Story 5, Small Soldiers, The Reckoning.
I love it.
Yeah, I'd watch that.
Pretty good.
I have one note. It is that Combat Carl is being seduced over to the Commando Elite side.
Yeah.
And he doesn't know where his allegiances lie.
Yeah, see, I don't think the Toy Story guys have a fucking chance, because all the all the violence and the tensions are always de-escalated once like they find like all the dinosaur whatever the fucking
Gorgonites.
What are they called? No, and the fucking short.
Oh yeah.
Story before time or whatever.
Yeah, what the hell are they called? Dino, whatever the fuck. Like, there's these
the
dinosaurs,
warriors.
whatever. Like, yeah, the dino guys. Like, and them, and like even with like all the whatever fake Buzz Lightyear that they have or whatever, it always gets de-escalated when they find out that they're toys, right? But like the Gorgonites, and particularly the Commando Elite, they don't give a fuck. Like they know they just don't give a shit. So they're not gonna be able to do their regular. You're a child's plaything. And they go, yeah, great, cool, bazooka to the face.
Yeah, they're gonna chop off Buzz's ears and wear them on a necklace.
Yeah.
Does Buzz Lightyear have ears? Have we ever seen Buzz Lightyear's ears?
They're gonna find them.
They're in there.
There is room for ears underneath that little head thingy. I love it. Small Soldiers is so underrated.
Buzz will find out he has ears the same time we do.
Yeah.
If you haven't seen Small Soldiers, seek it out.
Yeah.
Yeah, that movie's
I haven't
great.
seen that in a very long time. I'm surprised you didn't watch it this weekend, Nice.
I mean, I was trying to watch movies that I haven't seen before, and I've seen Small Soldiers at least 20 times.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Fair.
Good shit. All right, let's see here. What you got, Nice?
All right. So I've kind of had this idea for a while. But the original idea I had to change because one of the actors was exposed as a sex pest.
Oh, well, it happens.
So originally it was going to be Seth Rogen and James Franco, possibly as their Pineapple Express characters, but not necessarily. They could be new characters. They could be just playing themselves, but it was going to be they were the Abbott and Costello in the Abbott and Costello meet the Universal Monsters type.
Oh, that's
setup.
cool.
So like,
okay,
because at the time and still, Universal is having a hell of a time getting their Universal Monsters rebooted, like getting their Universal Monsters cinematic universe off the ground.
That Tom Cruise Mummy remake was supposed to be like the Iron Man.
Well, yeah. Have they done another one since that I'm forgetting about?
That I know of.
I don't think they did. They did Dracula, and then they were like, "Oh shit, we're gonna do the Mummy," and it all is in the same universe. And then the Mummy bombed, and they were like, "Let's never."
Remember they did that whole like photo shoot in Entertainment Weekly with like 57 like name actors. Like, yeah, this guy's gonna be this person. We're gonna make all these
and it
movies.
all fell apart.
I'm pretty sure this was Universal, but they did that Invisible Man movie with Elizabeth Moss.
Yeah, but that was like them throwing in the towel.
But still,
that is definitely a standalone.
Okay, so you guys get the idea. But because James Franco is a creep and Seth Rogen is not going to work with him anymore, I had to find another comedy duo along the same lines. So, I don't know if you guys remember when those Sony emails linked and there was the possibility that they were going to do 22 Jump Street as Men in Black. Or the 21 Jump Street.
I was so ready for that.
So, let's do 21 Jump Street. Jonah Hill, Channing Tatum as Schmidt and Janko meet the Universal Monsters. They meet Frankenstein, Dracula, Wolfman, Creature from the Black Lagoon, Invisible Man.
Yeah, they're like on a case.
Right, yeah. They have to go undercover because of the Universal Monsters for some reason.
Well, yeah, and like the new guy in the department is actually like a werewolf at night, but he's trying to be good or something.
So
like he's always there for some reason, and there's something fishy, but you can't put your eye on it. And every time the moon's out, he disappears.
So you got the Abbott and Costello.
And Janko knows.
aspect.
Janko knows, right? So he's like, I think this guy's a fucking werewolf. It's like, what are you talking? Of course he's not a werewolf. And of course the third act reveal that he is a werewolf. He's like, fucking told you he's a werewolf.
So I think that'd be fun.
And then it's like
that
would be a lot of fun.
And that's something
That's a franchise.
Even though
I would watch an infinite number of those fucking Jump Street movies.
Yeah, I don't care
Right.
what they do. I think every one of them should be a crossover like that.
Yeah.
So it would be difficult because 21 Jump Street is Sony and then Universal is Universal, but come on, man.
Sony's proven they're willing to work with people. Though.
Yeah, we got
Yeah.
Spider-Man in the MCU.
And also
Is there-
give it like a week and a half, and they'll all be owned by Disney or something. So it'll be fine.
Yeah, every single one of those like joke movies they pitched at the end of 22 Jump Street, I'm like, I'd watch all of those. like every single one of them, I'd watch those. Those are great. Like an A+. Excellent work, Jason. That's
thank
looking
you.
wonderful. That's great. I'd watch the hell out of that. Let's see. Okay, back into the Discord. Juan checks in. He says
Where?
in 1953, a crack commando medical unit was sent to prison by a military court for a crime they didn't commit. These men promptly escaped from a maximum security stockade to the Los Angeles underground. Today, still wanted by the government, they survive as soldiers of fortune. If you have a problem, if no one else can help, if you can find them, maybe you can hire the MASH team. This new period piece, Peacock exclusive series, features the adventures and hijinks of Hawkeye. I love it when a plan comes together. Pierce, the Master of Disguise, Maxwell, Faceman Klinger, and Mr. T as B.A. Baracus. The first episode finds our team breaking their friend Radar O'Reilly out of the mental institution, a friend that was driven mad after finding the body of Margaret Hot Lips Houlihan. Each episode is exactly 40 minutes and 70 seconds long, and the theme song is a mash up of both the A-Team and MASH's Suicide is Painless.
He says to hum the theme songs, but I don't know the theme songs.
Okay, Jose, you start the MASH theme song and I'll do the A-Team theme song. You ready?
Oh, this is awful.
Oh yeah, no, it's perfect. No, I hear it. It's right there. Yeah.
Solid.
Juan went very literal.
That
with,
was perfect in the sense that sounded awful, Juan. Thanks for the suggestion. But I really wish, Nyes, that you had just also done the MASH theme song.
I appreciate that Juan went very literal with the mashup concept and got the running joke in there.
Is there a relevance to exactly 40 minutes and 70 seconds song? Am I missing something?
No, I have no idea.
Okay.
I would like to
be 45 minutes and 17 seconds.
That's what I'm saying. I feel like there's something I'm missing there.
I
I would have
applaud
made
the
it
effort.
42 minutes and 0 seconds.
I applaud the effort, Juan, but I want to suggest something to you, or just keep something in mind next time. We have people that probably listen to this podcast that were born after 1990.
Me.
So,
Hello.
well, I mean, Kelly, you have a very diverse interest.
Yeah, Kelly, you were born in 1943. I'm not
I'm an
sure
old
why
person.
you didn't pop out until 1990.
He's an old
but-
Oh my god. Like he just hung out in the womb for 50
Yeah.
years.
Yeah.
Like an apartment, he'd come and go.
All right. Okay. Not bad, but fuck, I hate MASH. I hate it so much.
All right. Would like to shout out to a mashup of the Green Concrete Works Company and Gwen Stacy's Head.
Oh
Shout
my
out
God.
to Green Cock.
Shout out.
Christ.
Why did you decide this was your bit?
I don't know.
Jose's like, all right. If you're taking MASH, I'm taking Gwen Stacy's head in the concrete.
So this is
But her
not
head didn't even hit the concrete.
It did in the movie.
Right, it
Did
did.
in this
It's-
literal mashup.
It
does.
kissed it in the movie.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, okay, that's
It was
right.
like the
I
jerk that
Yeah.
got her.
Well,
Yeah,
it was,
I remember
it
that
was
now.
whiplash, and it was also severe head trauma because her head did hit.
Yeah, okay. I
Yeah,
remember
like
that
he
now.
stopped her before she hit the concrete with her body, but then
Yeah,
her
her
head hit the
body.
concrete.
Yeah,
it was
okay.
like
I remember that now.
whiplash.
I like gasped when that. Like I did not
no,
anticipate
that was a
she would
Oh, it's
not.
that was
Yeah.
brutal. Now,
Because
now
you're
that
like, holy
I
shit,
remember
he's gonna save her. They're not gonna do it in this one.
Yeah.
And she just melons on the ground.
Dunk.
Fuck. Jesus Christ.
All right. So this idea I have is a idea, a concept I'm working on. This is part sequel, part reboot mashup.
Okay.
So
If I'm gonna tell you right now, if I'm a Hollywood executive in real life, I love every fucking thing you just said.
Nipples are hard right now.
You're like, it's part sequel, it's part reboot, it's part. It's like, oh my god, my dick's so hard. My dick's so hard.
mashup.
How many zeros do you want on this check?
All of them.
I'm sorry, I just cleared off the whole table with my dick.
I knocked over the salt.
So it's taking the events of Enter the Dragon with Hans Island. You got the, he was smuggling drugs and throwing this tournament, but what they didn't realize was that he was also working on like a super soldier serum kind of thing.
All right.
So in the movie, you think he's dead, but it turns out he survived and he made it. He made it. Everyone thinks he's dead. When the police finally get there to do the raid at the end of the movie, when they go to find Han's body, they don't find it. It's not there. So flash forward, and in between this time, Bruce has discovered that he had inadvertently come into contact with some of this when he was down in the bellies during Enter the Dragon. So he has somewhat heightened abilities, almost Captain America-ish, but not like to that degree. He's not like a superhero, but there's some abilities.
He was already kind of a superhero.
Exactly. So what we didn't realize was this whole time that he was also, doing drug trafficking, human trafficking. He was also using the people that he was using to test the drugs to test the super soldier serum. And he started mixing around with mutations. So it's like 10 years later, Bruce had, they found out that he was doing this shit, and he becomes the Hamato Yoshi type character, where he comes into possession of the turtles who come in contact with Han's mutagen that he has created from the island, and Bruce raises these turtles over this 10-year period of time, and it takes place between San Francisco and Seattle. It kind of jumps back and forth, and he's raised the turtles as this like elite task force kind of thing that he heads up. And the Braithwaite character from Enter the Dragon is kind of like their point man to the government, who's hiring him. He's like the middleman.
Yep.
They give him the missions and this and that, and they keep having these reports of like these shadow ninjas in the San Francisco area that turns out to be the Foot Clan. And then we come across Shredder, who turns out Han ends up becoming Shredder as the character, which is revealed later. So it's taking the Turtles concept and giving it a reboot. So it's, them young going forward in the style of the first movie. You know what I mean? Like legit costumes and fucking do it right. But Bruce Lee as a Splinter character.
It would be pretty dope to see like Ninja Turtles in the style of like a 70s exploitation action, like kung fu movie. That'd be pretty fucking cool.
Yeah.
That'd be pretty dope.
Yeah.
So it's the aesthetic and the feel of Enter the Dragon as a sequel, just with the origins of the Ninja Turtles under Bruce Lee as the
I'm into that. That's pretty fucking cool. That's a
So-
good one.
That's my jam. Again, it feeds to my likes.
That speaks to your interest, Jose.
Yeah, keeping to the theme of this is my interests.
No, I'm into it. Fucking solid. I dig it.
I was a little worried because when I said an idea I had for a while, I thought he was going to pull out the Turtle Star Wars. That they were going to have a Turtles.
Yeah, I like that idea
Turtles
as
night.
more as a sketchbook.
The concepts.
Yeah.
More
It's
than
just the parallels between the characters, you know. Vader and Shredder, Krang the Emperor, all the turtles would be Jedis. Casey Jones is Han Solo. April is Princess Leia. Splinter is Yoda.
I'm into it.
Simple.
Turtles cool, y'all.
Yeah.
Turtles is cool, y'all.
Turtles are cool. I like turtles.
Fucking toidles.
So going back to Juan's pitch, Juggalo John in the chat answered our question about the 40-minute and 77-second runtime. The MASH unit was 4077.
There we go.
So that's some real
So
J.J.
it-
Abrams shit right there.
It is a MASH inside joke. Tricky
I figured it
devil.
had to be. That's too specific to not be. There we go.
Mhm.
All right.
Call the Earth team.
All right. What's next in the Discord, Nice?
All right. Discord it up. Where can they join the Discord?
Why they can join the Discord at discord.panelsonpages.com.
Nice.
Or if you can't remember that, just go to the regular old panelsonpages.com and click the big ass Discord button.
Love it.
Mm-hmm.
So Zero
I
checks
didn't make
in.
that button for you not to fucking click it. You know what I'm saying?
Zero shouts out the recent Transformers crossover
Remember
toys.
that time Jose was like, yo, who makes our website?
Oh my god!
I think I meant to say more like the host of it, or was it scratch?
We make our own website. What's up? Who we paying?
What kind of batter you use when you
who's-
make that?
Who's champs? So Zero shouts out the recent Transformers crossover toys. The Jurassic Park crossover was officially announced today, but what I really want is some Mad Max Transformers toys.
That could be dope.
Secondary shout out to the ideas that didn't quite make it: Metroid and Aliens, Knives Out and Death Note.
Oh, fuck.
And Superhuman Samurai Cyber Squad and Hackers.
Fuck yeah.
So this is Zero's.
Those are all real stupid. I'm into it.
This is Zero's actual idea, and it's kind of jumping off of the Fast and the Furious Jurassic Park crossover. But this is Jurassic Park dinosaurs. After a string of mishaps at their parks, the InGen Corporation decided they needed to revitalize their public image. With that in mind, welcome the newest attraction to Jurassic Park, the Sinclair family. Just as it did in the 90s, this show follows the family in their daily lives, except now they live as a Jurassic Park attraction. Just like you'd see any animal in a simulated natural habitat at the zoo, so are the Sinclairs here. Their whole house has been recreated, but with one side of it mostly all glass so park goers can see inside. The Sinclairs are the only dinosaurs that talk and act human, but everyone acts as though it's a normal thing. If a Tyrannosaurus breaks out and eats some people, Earl would make some kind of comment about how Frank must have skipped lunch. Likewise, the staff and guests are still kind of scared of the Sinclairs, as if they were normal dinosaurs, despite the fact that the humans can completely understand what they're saying. That's wild. That's some...
This bums me out.
I was confused at first because, you know, it said Jurassic Park dinosaurs. I'm like, yeah, that's what's in there.
yeah.
So just Jurassic Park.
What about the MASH theme song and the Dinosaurs theme song? I like it, but now that Lee says it bums him out, I get it.
Yeah. It's like, Imagine like it's your fucking house, but just you only have 3 walls and a big window, and a bunch of fucking tourists from Cleveland are watching you live in.
Breaking the fourth wall.
That's fucked
Watching
up.
me shit in a cup.
Can watch.
It's so funny he talks about this though, because we watched after we watched Luca the other night. It takes it back to the home screen, and Nicole's like, "Fucking dinosaurs is on here." I'm like, "Yeah," and I hadn't watched it yet, and I fired up an episode of it, and neither of the kids were fucking into it at all. But I don't know, I kind of thought it held up. I thought it was shockingly funny.
Oh, I love it. Love it.
Yeah, I didn't expect it to be as funny as it was.
You put dinosaurs on, I'm watching it. Now, question: what do you guys think? What's the scale of the Sinclairs? Like,
I think they're giant.
Supposedly they're supposed to be regular dinosaur size.
Just everything about like their house and everything is enormous. You know.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess they'd have to be.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's. I have no idea. Go to your mom. Okay. Like I'm not doing a fucking podcast here. Jesus Christ. Fuck.
Go turn some dinosaurs on. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, fucking ridiculous. But no, I think they're like regular dinosaur size, or as much as they can be with puppet side characters.
Yeah.
Like all the little mammals and shit like that.
They're all the size of cats.
Yeah. Speaking of fucking puppets, dude, like the no, the fuck shit, the boss, Richfield. The Richfield puppet in Dinosaurs is incredible. Like it's really good. Like it's amazing.
Voiced by Sherman
Even by
Helmsley.
Standards. Yeah, it's wild as hell. So, watch Dinosaurs and then think about how fucking sad it would be if there was a bunch of tourists watching this with you, like in real life, because that's way to bring the fucking show down.
Would
zero.
Earl still have to go to work? Would their whole ecosystem be featured?
Right? Yeah. Like, because if he's not going to work, like, and the kids aren't going to school and shit, what are they doing? Just like sitting in the house?
Yeah.
wishing they were dead.
What if the kids?
I mean, they're essentially streamers at that point.
The kids do still have to go to school, but it's just like one room. It's kind of like the Carousel of Progress, where you got the main living room, and then this over here is on a little turntable, and it's Robbie in his science class.
Just wishing that they would just let him die already.
Remember that episode of Dinosaurs where Robbie gets hooked on the juice?
Yep.
Yeah.
All fucking roided out.
Robbie on the gas, man.
Remember the I'm the Baby fucking music video that he did?
Yes. I remember one of the channels around like when school would get off, I think it might have been Fox Kids, would replay old episodes of Dinosaurs, and they played that song every day, and I fucking love it. They had a Dinosaurs parade at Disney MGM Studios when that show was big.
Yeah, I was surprised and pleasantly surprised that I thought it held up. Nicole wasn't super into it. I think it holds up.
I mean, it's Henson. Like, what? Yeah. What can you point at that's Jim Henson Creature Shop that doesn't hold up?
But I thought even like the writing was fucking really good.
For
like,
sure.
I dug it. I thought it was fun. At some point, Earl was walking around bitching about having kids and all this shit, whatever, and so he just goes, "Dad, he sounds an awful lot like you now."
You're like, yeah, this formed my personality.
Yeah.
This is relevant to my interests.
I go, "Damn, Zoe," and she goes, "You're all the time saying, Zoe, don't have kids. It's a trap." And I'm like, "Yeah, right." Kid knows what the fuck is up. Pretty good. All right, All right, what you got, Kelly?
I have a video game. So I would like to make a crossover game, fighter 3v3 fighter by Arc System Works, Invincible X Dragon Ball Super Multiversal Tournament of Power.
What a name!
Invincible is just Dragon Ball but superheroes.
It kind of is Dragon Ball but superheroes. You are exactly right.
Yeah, and Arc System Works has pretty much made any good anime fighter in the last bunch of years. Their most recent game is Guilty Gear Strive. and that game looks fucking incredible. If you haven't seen it, I highly recommend looking it up. It just looks like it's a cartoon. Like, it doesn't look like a game. It's awesome. So my roster is this. I went 8 from each side. So there's Invincible, Omni-Man, Alan the Alien, Robot, Adam Eve, Battle Beast, the Mauler Twins, and Monster Girl for the Invincible side.
Fuck yeah, Mauler Twins.
The Mauler Twins will take up 2 slots on your bench for your 3-person team. So you'll have 2 Mauler Twins, obviously.
Okay.
And then on the Dragon Ball side, we've got Goku, Vegeta, Piccolo, Gohan, Android 18, Frieza, Beerus, and Future Trunks. So I'm going with stuff specifically from Dragon Ball Super and Invincible Season 1. And so you can add more Invincible characters as they go through DLC. I do have a first wave of DLC planned. There's 2
Smash characters.
Yes. There's
skins.
the first 2 are guest image characters that did show up in the Invincible comics. So we've got Spawn and Savage Dragon, and then from Dragon Ball, we've got Brawly.
I would play this game. Just saying.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, no, I want to play this game.
Yeah, fucking legit. Well done. Well done, sir.
Thank
Into
you.
it.
Brawly was voiced by that one guy, right?
But he's not anymore, though.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it's like, yeah, not anymore.
Because the movie was Super Brawly. Dragon Ball
No, you're
Super
thinking of
Brawly.
Super Bad.
Yeah. Okay, that's it.
Yep.
That's it.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
With
How about
McLovin.
this? If you don't want to do 21 Jump Street meets Universal Monsters, do Superbad meets Universal Monsters.
Or Super Bad 21 Jump Street prequel.
Oh my god.
Just do 21 Jump Street meets Superbad and make him play both characters.
There you go.
He's got to bust the teenage Superbad characters, but he's also the cop. All right.
But also,
I
the
think
Superbad
I have
guys are
a
also like in
second
their
one to add
40s
to
now.
mine. Yeah. Perfect.
Fucking hilarious. Love it. It's fucking great. All right, let's see. All right, Vetter hits us up on that Discord gimmick, and he says, shout out to Captain Jack Sparrow, who unknowingly transports Gizmo across the Caribbean and soon loses control of the Black Pearl to Stripe and his gang in Gremlins of the Caribbean.
That's amazing.
Yeah,
That's pretty good. That's pretty good.
Yeah.
That's pretty good.
Because
Pretty
you
good.
know what? Jack Sparrow would party with those gremlins.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, everyone else would be
Gremlins
freaking
are like,
out.
get this Jack Sparrow under control. It's like it turns into like he's terrorizing the gremlins.
Maybe the salt water does something different to the gremlins.
Ooh, okay. Oh,
They're
yeah,
I think
like
it makes them pirates.
or it makes them like 9 feet tall.
Oh. Or
Yeah,
it
that's
makes them
fucking
like sea life. It gives them flippers and tentacles.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, get a fucking like a kraken
A
gremlin.
giant kraken
Yeah.
gremlin.
Yeah, all like the deep sea myths,
Ooh.
but gremlin style.
It's not just Gizmo. Like, it's a whole gang of Mogwais, but one of them accidentally gets wet. And then Jack Sparrow...
That's the plot of Gremlins.
Well, but it's a whole gang, but they're like good Mogwai, except for the one. Even the one that got wet did it on accident or whatever.
Okay.
And then it's,
Yeah, the only one that got wet on purpose was Spike, but he was already turned.
True. You know what I mean.
Yeah.
No, I'm down. So it's a group of Mogwai pirates.
Well, just you could imagine.
Oh my god.
If
Like,
Jack
that's the
Sparrow,
accident you're asking to happen.
Jack Sparrow picked up
But
a
also,
smuggling.
But they're also on a pirate ship, so it's like, okay, this sucks, but you know, there's gonna be morning soon, and everything's gonna be okay again.
Yeah, Jack Sparrow picked up like a smuggling job, and it's just this crate of Mogwai.
Awesome. That's fucking good. All right. So his actual real thing. All right. He says, fresh off the capture of a highly wanted murderer, Wow, okay. Frank Durbin of Police Squad and his partner Nordberg are hot on the trails of another. But this time they must enlist the aid of their recently captured criminal Hannibal Lecter. Unbeknownst to Drebin, the psychologist has been having quid pro quo with his partner and getting into his mind. It's up to Detective Drebin to stop the killer known as Buffalo Bill, who also happens to be played by a real-life Buffalo Bill and real-life killer, O.J. Simpson. Hilarity and slapstick, allegedly. Hilarity and slapstick antics ensue in the psychological comedic thriller Silence of the Naked Gun. That's horrible. That is so upsetting on a number of levels. I don't like it at all. Oh God, your Gremlins thing was so fun, and this just is a bummer. I don't think I like it at all. Jesus. Oh God. All right, Kelly. Do you have any idea what the fuck he's talking about here, as far as Frank Drebin and the Police Squad?
Well, I mean,
is that the Naked Gun
Yeah,
stuff, or is that the?
He said
I don't remember
Silence-
any of their fucking names, but
He said
All right,
Silence
just
of the
checking,
Naked
checking.
Gun at the end.
yeah.
Yeah. Oh, that's right. That's right. Okay. Yeah, I wasn't sure because that's. I don't know. I don't want to say it's a deep cut, but
No,
I
that
fucking
movie
love
rocks.
The Naked Gun. Yeah, I love the Naked Gun. Yeah. Oh, what's the shit? What's the one that Leslie Nielsen did? That was like one
Airplane.
of those. No, it was like one of those parody movies of like all those like erotic thrillers of the early 90s.
Dracula Dead and Loving It.
No.
Airplane.
Shit, I don't. It was definitely Airplane.
Mr.
Yeah, the famous
Magoo.
parody of 90s. Yeah.
Oh yeah, Mr. Magoo.
Oh my God, he was in that Mr. Magoo movie.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And we know Mr. Magoo fucks.
Yeah, I patterned my whole sex life after him.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
Fucking ridiculous. All right, what you got, Mahoney?
All right. So we pitched this challenge. And I was like, what about this? And I was like, what about this? And then I spent all week trying to come up with a better one. I was like, nope. Nope, I had it. It took me all of 4 seconds, and I had it. So I'm taking the gang from Scooby-Doo, and they're getting captured by Jigsaw. And they're all locked up in a saw trap. And they got to eat the dog, or he's going to kill all of them.
I love it.
So do they eat the dog, or do they get out?
Oh, they eat the dog.
Okay,
But,
so
like, Shaggy doesn't want to eat the dog, but, like, Fred's like, let's eat this fucking dog.
are we
These
doing
bugs
this?
been pissing me off for years.
Is this live action or is this cartoon? Is this animated?
Oh, yeah, no, this is, like, Freddie Prinze Jr. and all that. This
Okay.
is- Yeah.
I like that.
Okay.
I like that. But also, I would like to pitch a companion animated series, similar tone, but instead of like all the classic whatever Scooby-Doo monsters, it's all of like the 80s slasher monsters that they're going after, but in
Love it.
Scooby-Doo animated form. You could throw Jigsaw in that one too, but obviously this is more for kids. You got Freddy Krueger, Jason Voorhees, Leatherface, Michael Myers,
for
Chucky, for kids, obviously.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jigsaw, No Jeepers Creepers,
No.
Pennywise. Ooh,
'Cause,
the
for
Scooby-Doo gang
kids.
taking down Pennywise. Come on.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Like, we gotta kill this fucking clown.
I mean,
They go
it's
take
only
care
a
of Burger and they
step
have
away from being the Scooby-Doo project.
All right.
We talked about that in the show before, right?
That was the
I
comic,
don't know that
the
we
DC
have.
comic.
No, the Scooby-Doo project, where it's like the Blair Witch Project, and it was a thing that aired as interstitials in between episodes of Scooby-Doo, and it's like
What?
them as cartoons, but with a live-action background, and it's just them stuck in the Blair Witch Project, essentially.
Oh, I have
Alright.
seen that. I remember that. Yeah.
Yeah,
Never
it's
heard of
wild.
this. Sounds wild.
I do
Well, they're-
remember that now.
They're
yeah.
doing that like adult-centric Velma series, so who knows? Maybe that'll be something along the same lines.
Yeah, she probably eats the dog.
Jesus Christ.
That's how it opens, her telling the story of this going
No,
down.
that's how episode 1 ends. Like it opens and everybody's like weird around her, and you're like, "What's going on with Velma?" And then it flashes back to her just covered in Scooby-Doo blood while she chows down on one of his legs.
Jesus Christ. And she was like, Jinkies.
Yeah.
Hey,
Horrible.
Scooby wouldn't want it any other way.
I don't know. I think he might. I think Scooby would definitely rather they all die except for him.
Yeah, he's just looking at Shaggy.
I had another idea, kind of jumping off of this idea and Mahoney's idea. Do a crossover of Inception and Nightmare on Elm Street.
Ah.
So
That's
it's
pretty dope.
Leonardo DiCaprio and his team going after Freddy Krueger.
Inception on Elm Street.
They did do
They kind of did that.
Season, but
yeah.
the one before, like the season 14 of Supernatural, they do a Scooby-Doo crossover, and it's fucking great. Like they're all animated or whatever, and they end up in this haunted house, and somebody ends up dead, and the Scooby Gang walk in like, hey, don't worry, everybody, this is all just clearly just dummies and corn syrup, and when they realize it's an actual corpse, they flip the fuck out. like if you haven't watched an episode of Supernatural ever, it's fucking fine. Like it's great. Like, I would highly recommend. It's a lot of fun.
Your boy from Supernatural is going to be on The Boys next season.
Mm-hmm.
I know. I'm into
He's
it.
also supposedly making a Supernatural prequel. Him and his wife are
Really?
like the producers. Yeah.
And the other supernatural
of
man
them?
did not know.
Yeah.
Well, the other Supernatural man became Walker, Texas Ranger, so he's
Yeah.
out of the party.
His wife plays him.
Oh my god. All right.
She's just a dude face.
Dude face. Oh hey, fucking Jose, we got one more in Discord. Take us home.
Oh shit! Here we go. From Flex Luther Vandross.
AKA.
Jose doesn't remember his name.
Eric Magnus. Fuck.
Jose's like, that guy.
All I kept thinking was that fucking Method Man skit on the album. Chris Rock opens up and he goes like, AKA, count the times down, and AKA. And he's like going on and on and on.
AKA Johnny Blaze.
Yeah. My pop topic is Last Action Hero crossed over with any porn that has a plot line. You can use the movie ticket from Last Action Hero to enter any porn with a plot line. The possibilities are endless, especially when you're into things I'm into. And Kelly shout out to 24 crossed over with General Hospital Jack Bauer as Jason Morgan. Awesome.
Oh, that would be rad.
Okay, I have a suggestion, a note for the Last Action Hero, but porn. So it's a movie ticket. So it would have to be a seedy old porno movie.
Yeah, like a porno theater. Yeah.
Yeah.
So it would have to be like porn of the era.
Yeah, like a porno theater, and it's not a kid. It's like some fucking Paul
Incel.
Rubens type character. Yeah,
Why not just Paul Rubens?
just Paul Rubens. What's he doing these days? Yeah.
Yeah.
Fuck. I bet you could sell him on that idea. Oh, that'd be amazing.
Well, these are all
As a
great
ma-
ideas.
Except for Vetters, because it bums me out. I would make all of your movies except for Vetters, and you should feel bad about that. But I would make your Gremlins picture, so it's okay.
Yeah, that was a poor choice, going with the dinosaurs over. Wait, no, which one did he pick?
No, his was the Police Squad,
Police
Silence
Squad.
of the Lambs.
Yes. Wild.
Fucking ridiculous.
So OJ is in the movie as Nordberg, but then also in the movie as OJ?
Or
They
is it
do a
that his
scene
partner
together?
is Buffalo Bill?
It's wild, man.
Yeah.
I tell you what, man. You know how Mike Tyson has been reformed in the public eye in the past, 20 years or so?
Mm-hmm.
We don't need that with OJ Simpson. In fact, if I see OJ Simpson around, I'm going the other direction.
Yeah, fuck. Of course you will. No. And his Twitter is all videos. Like he just talks to the camera, like gets it to you from the juice as if he's not a murderer.
Hey, Twitter world,
Allegedly.
it's the juice.
Allegedly. Fucking freak show. Whew. That was fun, you guys. That was a good one. All right. So what's up next week? Got a plan for next week?
Who knows? We'll figure something out.
I like it. We were like 6 weeks ahead, and now we're like, fuck it. Yeah.
Tuesday's gonna happen.
Yeah. Juggalo John in the chat.
Too far. We'll open up.
Juggalo John in the chat said, "Not sure what to pick for this. Give us an essay assignment with 1 day to work on it." Not the worst substitute teacher.
I mean, that's what we do for every pop topic in top 6. We give you, we drop it on Monday-ish. Go.
Yeah.
Don't think about it too long.
Zero.
I
last
came up
minute
with mine
idea.
in 4 seconds.
Yeah.
Chrono Trigger, Back to the Future, and I love that.
That'd be pretty dope.
Yeah.
I dropped this idea yesterday at 8:53 a.m. So you had 2 whole days.
Yeah. Right.
And I needed none of them.
All right, let's not comic books. Get the fuck out of here.
Oh man.
I'm quite keen on comic books, especially the ones about superheroes.
I like that part where he goes, bah! I like that part. That part's pretty good. Okay, well, not from last week. I did catch up on a whole bunch of shit, so I finally read the Venom 200, and you know what? Pretty fucking good. I like what they set up for the rest of the kind of what's coming up next in that world. I'm into it. It's pretty good. What a run. Hell of a run on that character. So fucking good for everybody involved. Let's see. Oh, Detective Comics 1038 came out. Notable for a fine issue. I like the story they're telling, where there's like, there's a murder, some real detective shit happening in Detective Comics. But notable to me because Dan Mora did not draw it, because apparently that motherfucker is human and he does have to take a break at some point. So like, you know what? Good. I'm glad they got someone to fill in for this, because you can't draw 2.5 comics a month. It doesn't make any fucking sense.
No.
It's insane.
You keep talking like that, and he's gonna do it.
Yeah.
Be like,
He
the hell I
does do it.
can't.
I don't remember the last time I saw somebody actively drawing 2 ongoing comic series, plus whatever fucking like Power Ranger, covers or backups or whatever the fuck he's doing. It's insane. Like it's wild. Like
I think he's doing the art on that Phantom Ranger double-sized special. It's out.
I'll bet he is. I can guarantee you he is. Yeah, and I'll bet he'll be back on Batman that same fucking month. It's crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was pretty good. The new Harley Quinn book with Riley Rossimo on art is pretty wild. Like, I like that guy's style. Very weird. She's trying to rescue some of the reformed clown guys from the Joker War, and like kind of her main good guy friend there is this like big fat dude with a clown face, like tattooed on his double chin, and he looks like someone that we all know. I'm not gonna know names, but it reminds me of some Facebook posts that we've seen recently, and it's very upsetting. And then last one I'll talk about real quick is I did all the Heroes Reborn's Into the Heroes Return finale this last week, and that shit was just fun. I liked how they ended up doing that. I was worried at first it was going to be a big dumb like event style book, but it was basically just this as a miniseries instead of Avengers for a while.
Yeah,
with some tie-ins that were completely ancillary and not at all essential to the story whatsoever, and they kind of just showcase like one issue each to Coulson's fucked up Squadron Supreme.
Oh, did we lose Lee?
You good?
I think we did.
He was struggling there for a little bit.
I thought it was me at first.
Zoe unplugged his internet.
He's still on the call.
Yeah.
He was like, help me find what I'm looking for,
Talk back to
motherfucker.
me like that again, motherfucker.
Found mom. She said no more internet tonight.
Oh, he's gone.
Yeah, he's in the message. He says that he has to take a shit.
Oh,
all right.
no. You gotta take his shirt off.
Yeah.
Yep, gotta pop that shirt off.
Pop that shirt. Pop
Well,
sure.
in the meantime, while Lee's gone, I just want to talk about the article that Kelly did for Voices of Wrestling that dropped today.
Thank you.
About the.
I'm back.
All right.
He's back.
Oh, that was a quick shit.
Lee, shut up. Niles was gonna say nice things about me.
Oh, okay.
He's like, nope, shut that shit down.
No
I am
promoting
back.
other sites on this podcast. But yeah, Kelly did a 10-year retrospective on CM Punk's pipe bomb. Well, less of a retrospective and more of a heart-to-heart with CM Punk fans.
Yeah. Stop
And
wanting this guy to come back. It's not gonna happen.
The fact that that was 10 years ago is real wild.
Yeah.
Like, it makes sense. It makes perfect sense, but 10 years... We're all slowly dying, you guys.
Yep, we're all turning to dust. We're all different people than we were 10 years ago.
It's true. Like, completely. Like, our cells have regenerated.
Yeah.
So, yeah, check that out at voicesofwrestling.com.
Thank you.
And share it. Kelly is great.
I am great. I wrote most of that article during a poop at work.
I hope that CM Punk sees this article. And I hope
I hope he does too.
I hope he appreciates your words, but I also hope that he sees my comments. And I hope it makes him feel a little bit bad. I hope he blocks me on Twitter somehow. Do we lose?
Oh,
we lost
Lee's gone
Lee
again.
Oh, shit kicking in.
It's all good.
Lee was like, oh, false alarm's not coming, and then started to pinch out, and he was like, oh, God.
All right, well, Kelly, what'd you read this week?
Nothing
some
really worth talking about. It was kind of a light week.
Some boy sex stuff?
Yeah.
Any disappointing porn?
What is it called?
No.
Boy sex doesn't sound right.
Boy love.
Boy love. But I mean, that still doesn't sound great, but...
Yeah. But yeah, no, that is the official term. The company that puts out most of those books is called Sublime, and the BL is like bold in the logo. Because boys love.
I think you need to follow up on this well put together. Well, what did you say? Well put together? Well-to-do?
Well-to-do.
Well-to-do young woman?
Seemed like she had her shit together.
I think you need to follow up on this, Kelly.
We'll see.
All
We'll
right.
see. I gave her a punch card.
Ooh.
All right.
Well, let's see if you can.
What's okay?
Punch some of them holes.
We got punch cards for the manga. For every $10 you spend on non-discounted manga, you get a punch. For every 10
Kelly will
punches, you get
punch one of your
$10 off
holes.
your next manga purchase.
Okay, so by 10 punches, we need some movement on this.
Well, she's already mostly filled it up. She bought a big old stack of that
Not
BL.
bad.
All right.
That's why I was just like, yep. Almost I read this one.
So what else did you read? Did I lose all of you?
I was going to recommend a manga on the Shonen Jump app to Lee, but he's not here. So I'll recommend it to all of you people. It's called Sakamoto Days.
Fuck
And
yeah.
it's basically what if John Wick was a comedy.
Sakamoto Days is WrestleMania weekend, New Orleans.
Yeah.
Just Sakamoto walking around in a t-shirt and his fucking panties.
Yep.
What a happy
It's
boy.
a fun series, just a top-class assassin, but he just wants to be left alone and live his life, and every now and then he has to come out of retirement to punch someone.
Cool. The Japan shit on the show gets a lot of traction. It's not for me, but we have a lot of people that listen that appreciate your recommendations.
Oh. Well, I appreciate all of you Japan shit listeners.
What about you, Jose?
Nah, I didn't read shit.
Sounds good. Mahoney, did you read anything? Do you want to
You
speak
know
to
I
anything?
didn't.
All right, cool. I'm going to watch more movies, I'm sure. Probably some more Hoarders. Had to take a little break from Fortnite because I was developing a problem. And
I fucking love that.
I think I'm back. I think I'm good. Haven't gotten that. Well, we did playing with the Mahonies tonight. We did get a number 1, but Mahoney did that all by himself towards the end.
Yeah, we get to the last like I forget how many, and I'm just in it. I'm picking people off left and right. I'm flying through the air and landing behind them and shooting them, and all of a sudden I'm like, where is everyone? And they're like, half of them are dead.
Yeah.
Lisa's in a reboot van. I'm like, what's going on? I'm fighting everyone alone.
Yeah. Lisa is rebooting Mary as she's loading up the reboot van. The #1 Victory Royale thing comes across my screen.
Yeah. Lisa's yelling at me to get Nice's reboot card. I'm like, I'm busy. I'm fighting everyone.
I did 2 nights this week. One night with Goat's brother-in-law, and the other night with Goat. But we went hard till 5 a.m.
Brother-in-law now?
Well, because he jumped on with Goat one night and we were playing.
So this wasn't the cousin. This wasn't the cousin. This was the brother-in-law now, huh?
Well, we ran a squad of 4 at one point. The cousin, the whole family was there. I played with somebody's brothers, cousins, fucking some uncle. I don't know who the fuck I'm playing with. All of Tennessee.
There was some night where I was not sleeping, and it was late, and you were on, and I was like, oh man, look at Jose. And then I woke up, and it was early, and you were on, and I was like, oh my god, look at this guy go. I was like, I got like 2 hours of sleep, and this guy's been playing Fortnite every minute I've checked.
He said 2 hours. While you were sleeping, I was gaining battle pass numbers.
Yeah, I bet. What are you at now? You got to be close.
I'm up there. I think I just unlocked I'm 70 something. I'm pretty sure.
Wow.
I think I only got 2 more pages on the battle pass to open.
I passed 81 tonight in honor of my birth year.
Nice.
But yeah, I
Shout
was
out to 81. Shout out to the 80s.
I've been waking
I'm only
up
66.
I've been waking up at 7 o'clock every day because of the dog. Taking the dog out, feeding the dog, giving her all of her medicine.
Yeah, that's good. You have a nice schedule.
Sure. But previously, I'd sleep 9, 10, 11 sometimes if I'm feeling froggy.
2, 3.
So now that because I'm also getting up early, I'm going to bed earlier. So I figure since I'm up earlier and the dog is like asleep on the couch next to me, I can grind out a couple hours on Fortnite before the daily quests expire at 10 a.m. And then at 10 a.m. they give you the new daily quests. So, get some easy XP in those early hours of the morning where I would normally be sleeping. And then, 10 o'clock rolls around, those new quests hit. I get those, the 3 17K quests. And then I'm like, oh, well, I'm just a little bit further away on this one quest. Oh, okay, well, this is an easy little 1.5K quest. And then, oh, it's fucking lunchtime. Mary is done for
I'm at
work.
65, but you're like 3/4 away to 66.
Yeah.
And you're like, well, I'm almost there.
That's how they get you. That's why they do these quests.
The last one. I have done that many a time.
I did one today where I was just like a frog sea hair away from leveling up, and I had a 1.5K quest to destroy 3 slurp barrels. I'm like, I know there's those 3 slurp barrels upstairs at the gas station at Believer Beach. Drop in, fuck those up, leave the game. After I fucked them up, I started looting ammo boxes. I'm like, no. Leave this match. You're done.
But you quit. Did it still count the challenges even though you left the game?
Yeah.
For sure. Yeah.
Okay.
All right. Well, looks like
If you
Lee
want to
is
check in on Lee and his shit, it's at Leon Pages on Twitter.
Yeah.
And ask him how it's
Hey,
going.
Lee, what color cup you using?
So yeah, let's call it a night. I'm not going to try and go through the whole spiel that Lee usually does because I don't have that up right now. But I should have that readily available for a situation like this. Yeah. So you know the deal.
You can find us at PanelsOnPages.com. Join us at Discord.PanelsOnPages.com. Yeah. You can find us on Instagram, on Twitter. Yeah. It's always at PanelsOnPages. And other than that, we don't want to hear from you. Yeah. So that's fine.
We did have a listener that we have never heard from before, as far as I know. Richard Kincaid in the chat dropped in and said, "Hello, gang. Love your show. Can't wait to listen to this at work tomorrow." So appreciate any and all new listeners.
Sorry for opening with shit if your boss is listening.
Yeah, it was a real live ass show we started for Richard Kincaid to pop in. He's going to hear this tomorrow. Well, he probably won't hear this part. He'll have probably turned the show off by now.
Well, I'm sure it's not his first episode. Like he
knows what he's getting into.
Well,
we were on brand.
2 episodes ago was the top 6 fictional soldiers, and that episode, we got 10 times more listeners on that than any episode in the past few months. So who knows if he's a relatively new listener and he's like, "Oh, these last 2 episodes were relatively chill."
Oh, these guys support the troops. I like this. And then he comes like, "Oh, what are they doing this week?" We're come. Come. That's it. That's the show.
That is the show. But you know what? We've been doing this for a while. And we got the same 5 people talking to us on the Discord and on Twitter and all that all the time. And we appreciate those people, the diehards, the fucking ride or diehards. But, it also helps if you're listening and you've never interacted to just be like, "Hey, great job, folks." We appreciate you. Keep going. Because we are 11 years into this. No, wait, scratch that. 12 years. 12 years into this. Do we have another 12?
Sometimes you take 2 weeks off and you're like, did this show just end?
Yeah. Do we ever...
Did it?
We took 2 weeks off and it's like, do we ever need to do this again? And we did. Because Kelly missed it. And we all missed it. Secretly.
And you all missed it. Secretly.
All right. So we'll do this again next week.
Maybe.
I really enjoyed
Say something nice to us.
For Jose Guzman, Kelly Harris, and our good buddy Mahoney, and the Right Reverend Lord Lee Rodriguez, I'm Jason Nyes. Thank you for listening. What does he usually say at the end here? Love you guys. Goodbye.
Good night.
Love you,
Good night.
goodbye.
Goodbye. Love you. Goodbye. Good night. Bang.
Love you.
Nailed it.
Peace out.
Do you mind if I do?
You fucking Google ass bitch.
Do you mind if I do? Do you mind if I do?
Fucking Google something.
Do you mind if I do?
Holy shit.
Do you mind if I do?
You fucking Google ass bitch.
Do you mind if I do?
I didn't want to say it.
Do you mind if I do?
What are you, some kind of bitch?
Whoa.
Do you mind if I do?
You fucking
Google ass bitch.
Do you mind if I do?
Why you keep bugging us, you two?
Do you mind if I do?
You fucking Google ass bitch. That's it. Show's over. We're done.
See you next Tuesday.